Chat. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's go with that. Chat. Hello. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. Wherever you may be in this place we call Earth. Chat, it is finally time. It is finally time for us to tackle the main story again. I'm so excited. So excited to have to be back on it. I'm so excited to be back in the main story. I hope you all are having a good weekend so far to kick it off. I am having a terrific weekend so far. Not gonna lie, been very fun. I was on with the guys last night with my brother and our friend, and we were playing Peak. And then some of our other friends came on, so we were playing Peak together. And then we all played Left 4 Dead 2, which was a lot of fun. A lot of fun for us to be on. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I'm very picky with the games that I do download on my PC, just because I'm just weird like that. Because I need the space. I need all the space that I can get, especially with doing content creation right now. And so I'm very picky with what games I download, what games I play. And then the other thing is, it's a weird thing for me to do. It's more of like, I don't want to get a bug on a game, so I'm very picky with what I download. So, but other than that though, like, I wanted this PC to strictly be PC, like work related stuff, but it's like, you know what, let's bring it down one notch and just, enjoy just getting on with the guys and having fun with them. And that's finally what I decided to do. So now I've got other games, not a whole lot, just other games that I play with them, that we play. Left 4 Dead 2, Peak, CSGO 2, Phasmophobia, so stuff like that I have just to get on with them. And then, my regular other games that I have. But yeah, other than that, it was really fun. Got on with them last night, and goddamn, we were up till late. We were up till like, oh gosh, 1 o'clock in the morning. So it was fun getting off them though. So, but hey, here we are though. We back on our I got a main story now, and I'm super excited to get back into the main story. Danny, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. How are you? I hope you're having a good one. Just in real quick. Alex, see me. We are finally back on chapter 20. We are finally back on the main story today. Super excited to get back into the main story. All good here, thanks. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm doing terrific. I'm awake. I'm super excited to get back into the main story. Unfortunately, we're only going to be able to do just chapter 29 today, but we're gonna get it done in one go. I've got a lot of things that I got to get ready for. I got a lot of things that I get done in the background for content creation. So I was listening, but I was preparing breakfast. Hey, all good, man. Hey, all good. Good to see that you're getting your food in your system, and you're just enjoying the moment. So very nice to see that. Very nice to see that. What you making on breakfast? What's your go-to breakfast? Sorry about that. But anyhow, we're only going to be doing 29 today. As much as I would love to do chapter 30 as well, like I said, I just want to have. I got a lot of things that to get done, and on top of that, I want to really dial in on the story in the book that in book that I have for the content creation, just because um, I had I have some really good ideas that I want to get down, jot on my mind. So I want to get that done, and then like I said, I got a couple of other things that I got to take care of today. So we're just gonna do chapter 29 today, but we're gonna go in one go. This time pancakes. Hey, pancakes are good. Preparing the dough so I can use it for later as well. Nice. You said you like yours thin, right? I think you're the one that said that you want yours thin. But anyhow, chat. I think it's time we finally get this started. I don't want to wait any more longer than needed. Yeah, I'm having the thin ones. Like Crips, hey, I don't judge. I shit you not, I literally had thin ones the other night when I got home from the gym. I was like, all right, let's see if I can. Now it's always a hit or miss for me to be able to get the dough thick or very not as thick to where it's like almost to the point where it's almost like water, so you can get like a shit ton in there. So I was making it, and I'm like, oh well, I guess I'm having thin pancakes. Not bad though. Like I said, I prefer thick pancakes, but I can also do thin pancakes. Thin ones are hard to make. They break way too easily. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I don't know how you make the pancakes, but for me, how I make them is, you know, the dough that I need for it. Then I'll do one cup of the dough, and then I'll do 3/4 milk. I do milk just because it makes it thicker. You can do water. I know water works too. And then I also add 1 egg. I don't know how you do it, but that's just how I do it. And then I'll grab my mixer and just start on my whisker and just start whisking away. That's how I do my pancakes. I don't know how you do them, but that's just how I do them. All right, let's get ready to roll, ladies and gentlemen. Got everything done. Let me double check and see audio's ready to roll. Yup. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're ready to roll. Kasenka! Whoa, you are early. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. You're just in time. I was literally telling Danny that we're getting ready to start right now. So, and unfortunately, we're only going to be doing chapter 29 today. I know I said that we were going to be doing 30, but I got some things I got to take care of today. So, we're just doing 29. Ooh, and we're starting off right at the bat with a fight. Okay. Hey, I don't mind that, but I don't mind that at all. Thanks, I'm doing well. Good. Glad to hear that. Ooh, this music gonna be crazy. The beat, and then I don't know what that. It's not a piano. Like a string. Ooh, violin kicking in. Y'all know I'm a sucker for violins like that. All right. In my memory is one of the best oast. Oh, is that what it's called? Hell yeah. Oh, dude, I hope we hear it more. This is really good. Really good. The violin. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to waste any more time. We are officially starting the main story, Infinite Luke. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you got your food, got some food in, getting some food in you, got your water, and we're ready to roll. All right, here we go. Episode 1 of 29, The Tide of Doom. Ooh, and we with Lucia and Liv right off the bat. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially on the main story. Let's do it. My voice is warmed up. Let's ready to roll. Or as warmed up as it can be until I start getting used to the voices. Here we go. That's the spark. And we got a bottle of cake. Nice. of civilization. The glory of the Olden Age will eventually spread across new lands. Only blank can take humanity back to Earth. Christina, remember, only blank. Oh! Dude, she got an update. She finally got an update. Dude, she looked good. She looked really good. That's crazy. New art design right off the bat. Damn. About damn time. She was rocking that other one for a long time. We literally saw it last chapter. Insane. Here we go. Your dreams reflect your thoughts, huh? Can't believe I'm revisiting those memories after all this time. The terminal on the table persistently chimes for notifications. Are they finally on the move? The slaughter between terminal networks is always hidden beneath a calm facade. It emerged silently, capturing information containing keywords flickering like a firefly. Then it vanishes without a trace left behind, allowing the data streams to pass line by line through the firewall. Inheritance? Are they seriously still holding on to the pointless belief like that? Only those brains infested with amoebas would keep an eye on relying those supposed geniuses from history. The terminal displays a familiar name with a photo, where the once naive child has seemingly grown into someone who can handle herself well. Victoria. It's okay. It will come to an end. Daddy! Hey! Don't look like you're sleeping if you're awake. It's time for a meeting. Another one, huh? Is there some action stirring up in the hetero zone? The military has retrieved the last mission footage. The hetero zone is still expanding. It's always good to see these two. Always good to see these two. Oh. Is that Cradle? It is. I see her. Shh. Keep your voice down. Something is spreading. Yeah, Teddy usually trolling Karen. She really is. When I first seen her start trolling Karenina, I think it was actually in her debut. No, I think it was way before her debut chapter. It was Bianca's chapter. And that's funny to see. She is a troll. And I can appreciate that. I see. Red winds, green rains, purple soil, and heavy squalls. Vaguely human-like figures resolve, dripping onto the barren land, emanating a sticky and unidentifiable fragrance. The history of mankind. I've read in their civilization. I have graphs now. Embryos pushed through the muddied earth, blossoming into new flowers. It's about to begin this new story. A faint, subtle, low sound of bubbles popping mutes the final cry at the bottom of the throat. Run. Gary? Wow, what a name. What was that sound? Upon hearing his warning, another figure and refugee working in the woods abruptly halts his current task. He observes the grass that Gary is intently staring at, prepared to flee at a moment's notice. The evilest character in PGR, this young lady. Is she really that bad? Is she really that evil? I mean, granted, we do know she likes a good story, but that's all I know. Yet, an extended wait, their eyes begin to swell and ache. All they perceive is a rustling of the wind through the trees. Ooh, I misheard it, probably. Gary knocks on his own head and shakes at his annoyance, feeling sorry for startling his friend at work. Germa? Oh, I like the name.
It's okay. Being cautious is the right way to do things these days. Remember what that monster snuck up behind our camp? It was all thanks to your warning. Otherwise, even with Lucille's? What? Lucille's? Yeah. Lucille's vehicle would have made it. Have you heard of the news?
He leans closer to Gary, speaking in a hushed voice.
You know that settlement near ours? That one behind the woods that we outplayed in the turf scuffle before? Some told me this morning that they went to a nearby scavenge. They didn't hear a thing from that settlement.
Oh, they didn't check it out.
Not one's got the nerve. These parts are nothing like the crane zone Lucille talked about.
But we already scouted the surroundings.
You crashed there last night, so you missed out on the update. Folks who bolted from the back a couple days ago mentioned that. Things are changing all the time over there. Well, it seems like that red tide thing is still spreading. It catches you, and poof, you're gone in a blink. Few settlements have vanished already, and I'm starting to worry we might have to move again soon.
He lets out a sigh, pausing his work.
It's already December. Can we really make it through this winter?
I don't think like that. Gary attempts to console him, but the words get stuck in his throat, uncertain of how to escape his lip. Since that day, a date he has no way to confirm, everything seems to have subtly changed. These woods, most familiar to the refugees, seem to come alive, breathing and thriving. He can't quite pinpoint those subtle changes, but everything around him seems to be urging him to flee, to get out of this place. Yes, she's that bad.
Oh,
I can't wait to see what kind of evil doing she actually does when we do see her in this arc. I have a feeling she's gonna play a big part in these upcoming stories. But it's gonna be fucking wild if we really don't see her till like Selena's chapter. But I'm hoping we see more of her this arc. We will see. Time will tell. But where can he go? Since the moment he became separated from his parents, he had to fend for himself. There has been no turning back. He has to face this treacherous world on his own. The punishing virus. The corrupted. The red tide. Those eerie-looking monsters referred to as hetero creatures by the constructs who always come and go hastily. And even more unpredictable things. The refugees on the surface hide in the crevices of the world, barely surviving, while the monsters spawned by the punishing virus roam unrestrained. How much longer can humans survive on this land? If not here, where else can they go?
Oh, I don't think like that.
He only manages to squeeze out these pallid words.
You're right. Overthinking will do me no good.
Rubbing his face nonchalantly, Jermo starts chuckling.
Things will get better. Lucille's already confirmed the location of the clean zone, hasn't he? Once we enter that clean zone she mentioned, things will definitely get better. She mentioned there's no sign of that damn virus in the clean zone, and no chance of running into those monsters either. Once we're there, we'll set up our own homes and work on the land. No more scavenging around for those wild veggies to munch on. And then, let's get you a girlfriend. You like kids?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I just love kids. Only my wife and I had to split up ages ago. Too bad you can't meet her in person. Gotta admit, she's a stunner. When I first laid eyes on her, those big bright eyes of hers got me thinking, man, if our kids could have eyes like that.
As Jermo rambles on, Gabby finds himself lost in thought. He's never imagined a future like that, where he might get a girlfriend, a place to call home, or perhaps even a child. An uneasy rustling emanates from the bushes.
Oh, what's that noise? What?
They pause their work once more with the glimmer of hope shining in their hearts, listening intently to the sounds around them. A subtle tremor ripples beneath their feet as if a herd of an antelope is being pursued by wild beasts. Accompanied by this, chaotic footsteps draw closer almost instantly.
Oh, run!
Run, run! Gary's voice almost perfectly merges with that of a refugee fleeing from the bushes.
What's happening?
Oh boy. The hetero zone is still expanding. The lost data. Oh boy. We are already getting in some shit, ladies and gentlemen. The video flickers a few times before the recording abruptly cuts off. This is the last mission footage uploaded by the Construct Squad. By the time we attempted to track them down, the red tide already swept over. The red tide has already swept over the area. The task of this construct squad involves eradicating the heteros creatures on the outskirts of the clean zone. The mission location is very close to the clean zone. The hetero zone is encroaching on the clean zone's territory in places unknown to us. The red tide is devouring more lives. It ferociously absorbs everything that can self-sustain itself, be it animals, plants, humans, or constructs. It clusters tightly together, embracing as many lives as it can. It seems to be intent on dragging the entire world into the nightmare it has weaved. Winds of red as blood, rains as green as algae, the soil tainted with an ominous purple hue. They bear the cries of refugees who couldn't flee the woods. Crimson liquid meanders like a stream, joyfully coursing through the crevices in the woods. Vines reeking of decay silently creep from the stream beyond, while the once tranquil forest is now engulfed by screams, only to fall into an eerie silence again. Oh, it's the red tide! Drema, run! Desperately, Gary pulls Drema along, sprinting forward. Yet, how can human legs outpace a surging tide? It's like a nonchalant slaughter or a one-sided game. The vicious liquid chuckles as it envelops the ankles of the straggling refugees. Hetero creatures arrive with the tide, cautiously inspecting the fallen humans, seemingly selecting their targets. Ah! Deep finger marks are imprinted on the soil as another refugee disappears into the tide. Ah! His bare feet touching the ground begin to burn. The red tide is already bruising against its ankles. Dharma! Run! With a roar, he musters his final reverses of strength to lunge forward a few steps, pushing Dharma ahead. Warm tears streak down the rough skin of his cheek, but Dharma dares not look back. He keeps running forward with all of his might until a cold liquid creeps over his feet. He collapses in despair, the stinging pain in his palm telling him that the red tide is gradually consuming the land. Everywhere the gaze lands, only hoarse cries of pain and whispers of despair linger. Gary! In the muddy red tide, he struggles to crawl forward.
We can't just end like this. Ah!
Whoa, who is that? Oh, is that Lucia? Holy shit. Okay, I don't know how I want to do a voice. I think I got it. Germa? Gary? A cold blue light slices through the crimson tide, and the sound of a car engine reaches his ears almost simultaneously with the noise of a transport craft touchdown coming from various directions. Ah, shit, here we go. Commandant, someone's here. There. All right, here we go. We fighting now. Hell fucking yeah. Ooh! Oh. Is this Chinese? What the fuck? Who is it? Who are we playing? Oh, why are we getting saucy like that too? What the fuck? Oh, I'm stuck. Yo, why are the robots even look like the robots and constructs a little saucy like that?
Transport craft, Babylonia. It's Babylonia.
Dude, this is crazy. We're getting like different types of voice acting here. We've got Chinese, and then we've got regular English dubbed. Your voices are in Chinese for whatever reason. Wait, your voice? But that's weird though. Yeah, we just heard from. Yes, we did. We just heard the English dub one. That's fucking wild. Okay, I guess we're getting a mixture of between both Chinese and English. Okay. Even though my voice settings are set to English. All right, that's cool. Hey, I'll rock with it. Give it more diversity. Here we go.
Are you fine?
Where's Liv? I heard Liv. Oh, there she is.
Be my place.
Bah! Get out of here. There's that. there's that. His name is Derek. Interesting. Okay. Opposite direction. Lucille, sorry. Okay. Maybe they forgot to voice those randoms in English. Maybe, I guess.
Hello. Do you need anything?
Ooh, why is that voice like that? I thought she'd be more of like a, I thought she'd be more, how do I put it? More like a Bridget? No, not, more like a Yada personality. I thought she was more of like a Yada personality. Hey, never mind. No, she got that soft voice. Eddie Kid, hello. You are not late. You are just on time. We just started after episode 29. We are on the part where we're fighting first episode, so you didn't miss much. Basically, Red Tide, we're just basically seeing that the Red Tide is doing something, and then now here we are saving her. So you didn't miss much. You didn't miss much at all. So, but how are you? Hope you're having a good one wherever you may be. And how are you? Let's do this. Okay. About our current situation. Do you have an? We'll do about our current situation. Whoa! God damn! Whoa! Holy shit! God, she look good. Man, those abs are very detailed. Holy shit! Oh, wow! Good, thanks. I hope you are good, bro. Oh, good too. I'm doing great. The weekend's just kicking off. I got on with my brother and our friends last night. We ended up playing Peak, and then we went to play Left 4 Dead till like 1 o'clock in the morning, and now we're here. Now we're back on the main story, and I'm seeing this wonderful lady, Lucille. God damn, she looked good. But yeah, I'm doing great. I'm glad that you're doing good. Okay, her personality is like Bridget, I guess. Kind of, man. She got some fucking hair, dude. I rock with the hair. I fuck with that. All right, here we go. We have fuel vehicles parts are missing. The team was sent together. Supplies and haven't returned. Your team. Everyone's trying to get the supplies. Bandit camp retired. Okay. Your vehicle. This thing was never completely fixed, so it's a vehicle that even managed to start. Okay. Let's go back to what we were talking about. Do you have an evacuation plan? Vehicle scouting, panicking to get everyone out of here. We've got too many wounded here. With the truck, we won't get anyone. Okay. Ooh, it's us.
That's a one-way trip. No, this can't be it. Let's talk to more people first.
Alright. Let's see. Let's talk to these people. Did you say hi or just sigh? Shark Face! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. I hope you're having a good one. How are you? You are just in time. We are just starting on episode 1, so you didn't miss much. We met Lucille, and goddamn, does she look good.
Thank you. We're counting on you.
Hell yeah, hey, don't you worry, I got you, big dog.
Phew. That was close. You arrived just in time.
Hell yeah. Doing real well. Also, we're finally here on Story Speaking. Yes, we are. Hey, we are finally back on the main story. It feels good to be back in the main story after taking about a week off. A little break from it, but hey, I'm glad we're back on it. I can't wait to see what this arc as a whole unfolds and what we're gonna be seeing and knowing by the time we're done with it. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. Also, for those who are here, unfortunately, we will only be doing chapter 29. We will not be doing the doubleheader today. We will not be doing chapter 30. We are just doing 29. I got some things I gotta take care of, and I've also got some things that I've got to take care of, content-wise, on this that I've got to get written down, and I want to get more. I want to get more detailed on it. So that's why I'm only gonna do chapter 29, and then after that, I'm gonna be watching WrestleMania with my brother and two of our other friends. With that, so gonna be jam-packed today, but it's gonna end off pretty nicely at the end of it. So I'm excited to. I've never watched my very first time watching WWE was last year when the WWE, like the quote unquote Super Bowl of it. I think it's like Super Bowl. I think that's the biggest event, the biggest event that they have. I think WWE Super. I don't remember what the actual main thing is. Forgot the actual name of it. Anyhow, it was like the biggest event WWE could do. So that was my first time watching WWE. I'm like, huh, that's pretty cool, and I've never seen it before. And then we ended up watching it again a couple months later, and now we're watching it. Well, my brother and our friend keep up with it daily. I don't. But I guess there's a big event going on tonight, so I'm gonna be watching that with all of them. So it should be a fun time. I'm excited for that. So that's basically my day, and then Sunday, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do Sunday. I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna be working. This weekend's more like jam-packed with content, me wise, just honing on some things, focusing on the story that I'm writing with the with the channel that I'm wanting to do. So gonna be jam-packed, but it's gonna be super worth it. And yeah, that's my weekend basically. I might spend some time with the grandparents on top of that, but other than that, that's basically the. But we are going to be getting chapter 29 done in one go, so don't you worry. We are getting it done this stream. All right, let's get this done.
What remains of this group of refugees won't be able to stand against his enemies from the Red Tide.
Okay.
As far precedes the Red Tide, inedible creatures possess an extremely high concentration of the punishing virus. Regular constructs won't be able to withstand it.
All right. Is that everybody?
A construct squad from Babylonia. So cool. Thanks for saving my dad.
Don't you worry. I got you. It's what we do. All right. Wait, you want to finish everything? No, I just want to finish chapter 29 this stream. I want to finish chapter 29 this stream. So speaking. So I want to get all of Teddy's chapter done this stream. That way, when we do Tuesday stream, we can get started on Luna's chapter. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was originally gonna do a double header. I wanted to get both Lucia's and Luna's done, considering you guys were saying that this chapter was really short. However, though, like I said, some things I gotta take care of some things today. Yeah, it should be doable. It's only 18 nodes. Oh, 18 nodes, yeah. Sure, we get it done easily. Okay. Well, I guess I should voice these. I'm only gonna voice my part just because I can read the other parts. But when it comes to me, hey, we gotta read these out.
Alright. We're planning to find the replacement parts. We'll get out of here together after we fix the vehicle.
Well, I guess we should start with the abandonment camp.
Regarding the crew.
See it, bro? God damn, she is good looking. I really like the hair. Really fuck with the hair. I don't know, something about ponytails and their hair being backed up like that. This does it for me. Okay.
Let's work together and get the hell out of this place.
Yes. Don't you worry, we will. We'll all go back to the places we care about eventually. All right, let's do the camp. Hold on. Okay, pause. Also this chapter, oops, sorry. This chapter is one of my top 5 bosses. Very hard to no hit, but one of my favorite for that reason. The patterns are so fun. No spoiler on who it is, but love it. Okay, hey, cool. Hey, this is already looking up to be a good chapter already, just because 1, we're fighting right off the bat. 2, judging from what you're saying, this boss is gonna be very fun and challenging. And I'm up for a challenge always. I may not be able to do it in a no hit, but I'm gonna try to get it done in one go. I'm gonna try to do it in one life. This chapter will have some more storytelling in this format. Oh, okay, cool. I'm down for that.
The monsters are coming!
Nice, dude. And the voice and we're gonna get some more voice acting as well. Hell yeah. Oh! So it's crazy to see that the Hedo creatures from number 21's chapter are starting to become more active, which is a nice touch because we really didn't see any of them until Watson Aubrey's chapter. So it is good to see that they are serving a purpose now and they are starting to get more active. Alright, y'all gonna AoE. In battle, storytelling becomes more common from here on. Nice! In battle storytelling, hell fucking yeah. That means I am all here for that, just because that shows that instead of us sitting there reading, we get to see do action while we fight and read. My nerve! Ah! 5, we're gonna get AoE. Bah! Get out of here. Ooh, cutscene right off the bat? Whoa, yeah! Hey! In this afternoon at Babylonia, unexpectedly, no sunlight filters come through the clouds in the unofficial sky. These are the most recent coordinates reported by Strikehawk in the edge of the clean zone. This is where they are transmitted data from before, indicating the boundary of the heterozone expansion, and here. This is where the last terminal data was sent from the missing construct squad. The projection device displays shades of crimson intertwining with the aerial map, resembling numerous dreadful scars that appear to continuously tear at the land. The nearby conservation area has already accommodated multiple groups of refugees, and they all originally reside in this vicinity. A fluorescent marker highlights a large area between the heterozone and the clean zone. After the temporary withering of the globular forest at the center of heterozone, the task force spent a long time monitoring and cleaning the edges of the heterozone. The consistent supply of Omega weapons gave the impression that the heterozone was under control, and the prospect of completely clearing the heterozone was no longer seemed like a speculation. Everything seemed to be moving in the better direction. However, disasters often strike without warning. Overnight, the Red Tide lived up to its name, sweeping through 2 refugee settlements on the edge of the heterozone, claiming the lives of all refugees there. Babylonia promptly dispatched 2 active construct squads from the nearby conservation areas, but after investigation, they found nothing but soil corrupted by the Red Tide. At the time, everyone thought it was just an accident, but now it seems those grotesque little creatures are retreating. Okay. Simply put, we cannot guarantee that the existence of the clean zone hasn't caused unexpected mutations. Mutations? If all hetero creatures exhibit good behavior, they could develop their own species or even civilizations. After numerous skirmishes with humanity, their interest in playing appeared to have finally waned. The Red Tide, alongside the hetero creatures, initiated a collaborative counterattack, nearly breaching the edges of the clean zone. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but the Red Tide and the hetero creatures are 2 completely different things. They're not related, right? Like, the Red Tide is came from its own thing, and the hetero creatures came from its own thing, correct? The concentration of the punishing virus has escalated in tandem with the advancement of the heterozone and the red tide, surpassing the capacity of the central purification filter. Consequently, humanity has endured the loss of several conservation areas near the heterozone. The squirrel have successfully built their own civilizations, while the red tide has bred a new form of life. Carefree Dot! Hello! Hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you? I hope you're having a good weekend. Pretty sure the hetero creatures are because of the red tide. I thought they were because of the, hetero hive mother. Gotta get back to work, so just dropping in for support. Hey, all love, Carefree Dot. I appreciate that. Really, I really do. I thank you so much for that. You know, you didn't have to, and you decided to, and I really thank you for that. So, very grateful. Don't take that for granted. I hope the work's going well for you. Hope you're locked in and doing what you got to do. Who is fueled by the red tide? Oh, okay. So the red tide. So the hetero hive mother is a byproduct from the red tide. Okay. Okay. I thought the hetero hive mother was from the Ascension Network, since they technically created it, but now I'm wrong. Good to know. Okay, here we go. Does Earth really still belong to humanity? The last construct squad we dispatched has also been devoured by the red tide, so we need to confirm the speed and range of the heterozone's expansion as soon as possible. There is no time left. Humanity is already out of time. If the red tide continues to spread unchecked across the surface, humanity's final escape route will be sealed off. And once the heterozone is completely encircled as the clean zone, how are humans any different from birds trapped in a cage? Multiple elite squads capable of probing the periphery of the heterozone have been deployed simultaneously with a singular objective: identify the root causes of the change in the heterozone. Okay. Alright, here we go. Preliminary calculations of the red tide expansion seed and range are completed, Commandant. The numbers and graphs displayed on the terminal have reached a terrifying peak. Inheritor! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you slept well. How are you? We're just in time, ladies and gentlemen. You are now starting episode 29, and we're a little into episode 1 so far. So, you're not missing much. Inheritor, I hope you slept well, and I hope you're doing well. I drew my OC again today, but way too small. What? I drew my OC. Are you talking about a visual novel, or are you talking about something else? Here we go. The numbers and graphs displayed on the terminal have reached... Oh, wait, I got the part. Here we go.
Have we verified the team's identity?
Yes, they're part of the registered refugee group from a nearby conservation area. Oh, okay. Oh, own character. Oh, cool. Nice. I didn't know you drew. OG original character, own character. Hey, it still works. Yo, sorry I have to leave this early, but I'm going out soon. Hey, all good, Etiquette. All good. All good. I appreciate you stopping by. For real. And like I said, we all got our own lives, and I don't want to force you guys to stay here at all. That's not what I want to. That's not what I do. That's not how I roll. So, I'm just glad you guys are over here. Would I'd love to see the boss reaction, but I don't think I'll be able to join. I'll be watching the stream later. Hey, all good. If anything, I'll post a short on it. That way you can really see like some of the highlights that happened with it. So all good, man. All good. You take care. You stay safe going out there into the world, and we'll see you around. So all love, and you take care of yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue on. Here we go. They are part of the registered refugee group from a nearby Oh, we did the part. According to the mission briefing, we should prioritize escorting them to a nearby safe location. I've already informed Babylonia, and a designated squad is heading our way.
Once the handover is done, we'll resume our original course.
Good. How are they doing?
Lucille and Lucia are currently evaluating the casualties. Most of the rescued individuals have received basic treatment and serum injections. While retreating, one of their vehicles experienced a breakdown. I really wish Lee were here with us. Due to Babylonia's pressing need for the development of the punishing virus purification devices, Lee, being the only one entirely immune to the virus, has been requested to stay and aid in research, thus unable to participate in this mission.
I feel the same, but he has more important things to do.
Oh, our win! Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one so far. How are you? You were just in time. We are finally on the main chapter of episode 29. Long time no see. Hey, it's all good. I know you've been busy with work. I've been very busy. I hope you're still healthy over there. Hey, we're doing what I can. You know, I'm hitting the gym 5 days a week, resting on the weekends, letting my body get equated back to the growing muscles and all that. So, eating good and just taking it one day at a time. So I hope you're staying healthy as well with your work. Hope you're staying safe. I know you're doing the security guard business. So yeah, I hope you're doing good though. I'm doing pretty well though. My weekend's just kick-started off and got a busy weekend ahead of me content-wise, but it's gonna be worth it. Here we go. Given the circumstances, Lee, who had played a crucial role in activating the hyperwave frame, should indeed remain in Babylonia to help with the research.
Besides, they're still working on new frames.
Oh, okay, nice. Good little hint. Today, I'll be doing my voice acting lessons today. I will do my best, at my very best, to give it out the best performances in my lessons. Yes, sir, Zago. That's what I like to hear. As long as you give it your best, and you know at the end of the day you gave it your best, that's all that really matters. That's awesome, man. I'll send a prayer out today. Make sure it goes well for you. But that's awesome, man. Hey, I know you said that you were you're starting a little bit earlier. I know you said you were starting in September. Hey, don't be afraid of the moment. I know you've been working hard just fall back to your systems that you've been implementing to train your voice. And when you go in, hey, just be a sponge, just be a sponge. Take heed of the advice. And because they've been in the game longer than you have. And so, yeah, just be a sponge, man, be a sponge and absorb all the feedback they give you and just give it your all. That's awesome, Zago, though. That's awesome. Yeah, how you feeling mentally wise? Like, your nerves kicking in, or you steel as an ironclad? All right, how you feeling on that? Oh, you type them, man. So I'm gonna read this. Indeed, that is the point. At least staying at Babylonia would be more beneficial for everyone. After a brief emotional moment, Livs resumed organizing the recent rescue supplies brought by Grey Raven. Even though Grey Raven arrived quickly as possible, you only managed to rescue a portion of the refugees in this settlement. But to your surprise, during the operation, you encountered another team of humans who arrived for the rescue. A team comprised entirely of humans. Oh, God! Fuck! She looked She looks so good, bro. Woo, man! And she's a human, bro. She ain't no construct, too, man. That's crazy. I do get nervous when I'll be practicing my voice acting, because they did tell me to get better at, like, not try to talk too fast that I'm doing my lines, because that's what gets me at times. Yeah, hey, that's gonna happen. You're gonna get, the emotions are gonna get worked up, and you're gonna want to read faster than usual. So just remember to breathe. Take a pause when you need to, and just enjoy the moment. Just enjoy the moment. But yeah, I understand. I totally get talking fast when you're reading like that, especially in the heat of the moment like that. Just remember to be present in that moment and be like, oh, okay, let's take a breather. Reset, get back on it.
So that's all. Hey, but like I said, man, that's great. You're great. You're learning. Great. You're doing it. So just have fun with it. I mean, that's really all. I mean, that's how I look at it. Like, yeah, I'm doing my content creation, but I'm having a lot of fun when I do it. So that's what makes me enjoy it, and that's what makes me give it my all. So that's awesome, Zago. It's awesome. Proud of you, man or woman. So, all right, here we go. Hiya, you're the Commandant of Grey Raven, right? Hello. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm Lucille, the deputy leader of For a Better Tomorrow, Sunlight Shines on All, Battlefield Trauma Emergency Rescue Team. God damn, that is a long fucking line. That is a long team. Gonna take a quick break. Need to transfer some data from device to device. Hope I don't miss too much. Hey, all good. All good, Sharkface. Hey, we'll see you around in a little bit. Have fun with that, because I know that can take a process sometimes as well. I am a guy. Oh, okay. Hey, good to know. Good to know. Well, I hope it goes well for you. And like I said, just stick to your systems and enjoy the moment. Just enjoy being there and be present. Okay, so their name is For a Better Tomorrow, Sunlight Shines on All, Battlefield Trauma Emergency Rescue Team. That's a crazy, crazy name, but hey, I don't mind it.
Wow. What an impressive title. Nice to meet you.
Anyway, we seriously owe you big time. Otherwise, for our Better Tomorrow, Sunlight Shines on All, Battlefield Trauma Emergency Rescue Team wouldn't have been able to save so many folks that... Aline, a refugee rushing over, interrupted his speech. Lucille, they put together a list of casualties for our team. Germa and Gary encountered a red tide while gathering. Gary went missing. Also, we couldn't find Tony, so we're making him missing as for now. She sniffles sadly. Hey, perhaps Gary and Tony just took a different direction. We might bump into them at the next settlement. Lucille confronts Aline by hugging her and gently patting her back. Then, have you gotten any news on Maury? In a sudden moment of recollection, Aline gazes up with an expression brimming with hope. I'll ask around for you. Look, the people from Babylonia are here with us. Lucille winks at you. Hey, I already know. I got you, girl. Guys, any clue where those constructs that were patrolling those nearby conservation area have gone?
Constructs patrolling nearby.
There was a construct with black hair named Maury. He was a member of the patrol team with the nearby conservation area. Awesome name. Which one, Aline or Gary or Germa? All the Gary's is the odd name. Germa, Aline, and Lucille are the good names. But I don't judge either. Gary can be a good name too. Oh, the team? The team's also a good name. Jesus, it is fucking long. After checking her terminal, Liv looks up. I'm not entirely sure who you're talking about, but after checking, that name isn't on the current casualty list. Then, why did he... He must have been evacuated along with the conservation area staff. Very Lucille-like. Yep, that sounds like her. Just judging based on just how we're meeting her right off the bat. I can tell that she came up with the name. Maybe, but it's a good chance she did. As the hetero creatures is expanding, many regular constructs can't handle the current concentration of the punishing virus. There's a risk they could get corrupted and turn hostile, so Babylonia has also called back a batch of patrol teams for this area. I see. Aline lowers her head in disappointment. Come on, that's good news, right? At least everyone is moving in a direction. As long as all of us keep moving forward, we'll definitely meet them again. Aline, let's give the list to the construct lady over there. Sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. What's the name of that construct lady? She gestures towards Lucia, who is occupied with her task.
Oh, that's Lucia, and the other one is Liv.
Alright, just give it to Lucia. Let's check the quantities of the remaining supplies. Protective masks and serums. We gotta relocate fast. The human woman named Lucille shows you a grateful smile before turning to the group of refugees. God! Fuck! Alright, anyhow.
Liv, or Lucia, how's the casualty report?
I just reviewed the data with Lucia. Some of those rescued people have minor corruption that can be treated, but She shakes her head, her eyes tingling with sadness. There are some whose corruption is too severe. Not far away, the refugees seem to be gathering for a small ceremony. They put together a few old items, wrap them with brightly colored waterproof fabric, and securely fasten them to a tree. The elder in the group carves names one by one into the tree trunk. After carving is finished, they stand around the tree, softly singing a brief, deep tune. Sorry, this might take a couple of minutes. At a certain moment, Lucille steps back from the group and stands beside you, explaining in a soft voice. Oh, God. Damn!
No. It's fine, Lucille.
This is a tradition of our group. Just think of it as a funeral. When someone is confirmed missing, we wrap their belongings in this colored waterproof fabric, inscribe their name, and tie them to a nearby tree. If they're still alive and find their way back here, they can use the information left on the tree to locate our next stop. If they don't find this place, or if they're truly gone, the remaining supplies and the belongings might help someone else passing by to survive for an extra day or two. Ooh, man, that's nice, dude. Ooh, I like that. That is cool. That is nice. Also pretty sure Lucille is pronounced Lucille. Oh, Lucille. So, okay, Lucille. Lucille. Okay, not so the E is silent. Oh, not normal guy. Hello, hello. Good evening. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you? And I hope you're doing well wherever you may be. It's been a minute since we've seen you. I know you probably been busy with that overtime. I know you said that you were doing overtime a little bit ago, so hope it's doing well. Hope you're taking care of yourself with that overtime. I haven't been on P1 stream recently due to family, but I'm finally here able to enjoy. Hey, all good. Hey, don't worry about my stream if you got family. If it's all family wise, I get that 100%. I know how. Me and you talk about that like, you know, family is important to us. Just as much as family is important to everyone else as well. But I know me and you talk about it on the regular sometimes like that. So hey, hope the family's good. And I hope you're taking care of them, and I hope you're just enjoying the time with them. But I'm great. Hey, grateful you're here. You didn't have to be, and I don't take that for granted, man. So I'm glad you're here, and yeah, hope the family's doing well. You're just in time. We are starting on chapter 29, finally, the main story, and we're meeting a hell of a woman, Lucille. And god damn, I can't get enough of her. I can't get enough of her abs, bro. I can't get enough. Now, I'm just gonna appreciate the artwork, all right? I'm just gonna appreciate the artwork. Here we go.
Lucille, do you have enough supplies?
Lucille is hot, we know. Hey, she is a hottie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. True, P1, I've been trying to pay the bills, but finally, I can't say this. But finally, it's been resolved. So hey, that's big ups, man. That's big ups. Proud of you for being able to step up when in time when the family needs it. So hey, I know the family sees you, but I want you to know that I see you. I see you doing that work. I see you putting the family first and doing what's needed to make sure that they good. So hey, it's awesome, man. It's really good to see. It's really good to see. Here we go. Honestly, we don't, but these are all inheritance. What did I just say? Oh, okay. Our group has come so far by supporting each other. None of us wants to take the inheritance of our missing members. I get that. That's a nice little model that they have. Oh yeah, hey, put it there, champ. Our old leader once told us that someone managed to find their way back by using those supplies. What if such a miracle happens to us too? God! Lucille, with a faint smile, looks at the naive channel standing under the tree. These trees, imbued with a special meaning, stand as both a tombstone and symbols of hope. Whether those who are missing truly lost their way or were consumed by the red tide, traces of their existence linger here. Bro, if Lucille fucking dies, I'm gonna be so sad. I really hope she don't. I hope she here for the long haul. The world is barren and marked with scars, but there's always something that gives humanity the strength to push forward. Oh. As vicious as silt that has stayed at the bottom of a pond over many years, the red tide chases its thread across the Heddle forest. It's time. Surrounded by clusters of deep purple flowers, she tenderly bows her head as though attuned to the gentlest whispers in the world. So, this is what he meant. As long as the information is sufficient, this place makes the entire Earth. Conflict is also a pattern. They are born of the red tide, awaken in the red tide, and through it they acquire a fresh consciousness. One of my favorite characters and one of my favorite protagonists in a video game is a fighting game called Blaze Blue. The story may be confusing that time, but that would make it great. I've never heard of the game Blaze Blue, but it's a fighting game, so I also haven't heard. I'm also not as big of a fighter like almost like Mortal Kombat fighting type games. I used to be when I was younger, but not anymore really. This is more anime games, but seems like a good game. Hey, and as long as you enjoy it, that's all that matters. It's all that matters as long as you enjoy it. A nascent civilization blooms amid withering life, weaving a crimson narrative. Oh. Ooh, okay. Little spook 2D art or splash art. Then, as per agreement with him, let's set out. She tenderly caresses the creature that has just opened its innocent eyes, her own subject. Oh, so she created this. Go forth, expand, and seize, just like what other civilizations did when they developed. Oh my, they are actually going to be developing their own civilization. Go absorb everything that can enrich us. Go seek out a homeland where our civilization can take root and grow. That's crazy. Here she is, that evil spawn. Alright. The main character's name is Ragna the Blood Edge. Ooh, crazy nice name. Creator be pulling up with Aura. She really do though. She's got that she comes off as like just someone who wants a good story, but you can tell from those eyes like she means business. Alright, here we go. Episode 2, Golden Echoes. Okay, Norman Mining Corp. Oh, damn! Even Leonardo got an upgrade. Leonardo got an update. He went from the Hawaiian shirt to now a more pristine colored look. That's crazy. She got manners at least, but she's evil, especially when she loses composure. Oh, okay, so she got that crazy type in her too. Good to know. Ragnar, English voice actor, is the same one who does the main villain from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm not gonna lie, I've also never seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, so I can't put input there. I've never seen it. It's never really interested me to watch it, so I can't say. But hey, if the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure villain's got a good voice, and I can tell he's probably got a good voice in that game too. So that's pretty cool. Okay, I forgot how I did his voice. Charles Norman, the former chief executive officer of Norman Mining Corp, has been absent for 13 management meetings. Per Chapter 5, Article 11 of the Norman Mining Corp internal regulations, in the event that the chief executive officer is absent for over 12 management meetings, the supervisory board is entitled to commend a vote to elect the next chief executive officer. At the Penillium strikes heavily against the wall-mounted vintage quartz clock, the short second hand hurls a new cycle of careless running amid the ticking sound. It's time. Well then, the vote starts. Leonardo Norman is wearing his usual insolent smile. In the dimly lit room, the board members are settled on couches, passing around the precious paper documents in their hand. Whispers break in silence occasionally, but soon only the rustling of pages prevail. I wonder where the Norman family is from. I can't quite pinpoint their origins entirely. maybe. Maybe I don't know. They got tired of like Europe / like old kingdom times in a sense. So I want to say maybe like I was gonna say Italian as well. I was gonna say maybe like Italian, but it kind of reminds me more of like the Netherlands / and like Italian on top of that. But I'm not sure. I want to say it leans more towards Italian, but I also want to say it's kind of a mix of like Finland and all the royalty up there. Norman sounds kind of British though. Yeah, I know it's more of like like the European place, but I think they have mixes. I'm going by names. Yeah, I want to say it's like a mixture. I don't want to say it's like one exact origin, but I want to say Leonardo, Christina, Charles. Yeah, I want to say it's like those are more. What are those names? Are those more British names? Let me look it up. Leonardo. I think Leonardo is. Leonardo is it indeed Italian name? Is derived from Old High German. Okay. Leonardo is Italian for sure. Yeah, it means brave lion. And Christina is not an Italian name. But Christina can be hard to say, and Charles and Victoria. I want to say it's more like it's maybe it's Italian descent, but I'm not sure. But Christina is Greek origin, so it's not. But Christina, like K, is like Eastern Europe and Scandinavian. Yeah, that's why I think it's Italian descent, but with many mixes. Italian x Greek, very tied together anyway. Okay, yeah. So this will be the headcanon. Headcanon is that they're Italian descent with a mixture of Greek and Italian names. Yeah. Okay. So I think we can all agree that it's not just one. It's one like origin, which is Italian, but mixtures of Greek and Italian with it. So, hey, cool. Hey, let's go with that. Yeah. Hey, we'll go with that. So, great job, everybody, for dissecting the origins of the Norman Mining Corp. All right, here we go. Once he takes over the role of the chief executive officer from there, I endorse the replacement of the chief executive officer with Leonardo Neumann. I endorse the replacement of the chief executive with Leonardo Neumann. I abstain. The votes have exceeded half, just one more. Right. Oh God, yeah, and yes, I did comment. Oh, okay, you're gonna talk about something else. Oh shit! A pink-haired girl in an exquisite dress appears expressionless behind the door. Oh, is it Victoria? Leonardo abruptly stands up, staring in disbelief at the girl before him. You shouldn't be here. Go back. That's Victoria? I thought she was gonna be a lot older, and I thought she was gonna be like the older sister. Was not expecting that. Okay. She walks straight into the conference room without even giving Leonardo a glance.
According to Chapter 5, Article 11 of the Norman Mining Corp internal rules, direct relatives of the chief executive are eligible to run for the next chief executive. I, Victoria Norman, am hereby applying to become a chief executive candidate.
Victoria? They did mention before that she was the younger sis. Oh, they did? I probably completely forgot then. Because I know Leonardo's the oldest, and I think Teddy's the middle child. Leonardo, there we go. Leonardo has gone many beliefs from Norman Money Corp, including protecting the group's assets during the military strike on Colonel Labs in Babylonia. But you, Victoria, what can you bring to the Norman Money Corp?
I have a lead on Dominique's legacy.
How the fuck do you have the lead on that? The ghost speaks calmly as she signals the person behind her to present a stack of documents. They did mention before she was. Oh, wait, the part. It's been many chapters before, so it's normal to forget. Yeah. Okay, but the fact that she's got a lead, and the fact that she's able to like just command respect like that. Jesus.
Dominique's legacy is crucial to the reactive of the zero-point energy reactor and all the glory to the Golden Age. It is also what Norman Mining Corp has been pursuing all along.
What? Victoria, do you even know what you're doing?
Of course I do.
The project device activates quietly and analysis reports coming in focus clearly in midair.
Babylonian previously intercepted a message from Gasol. The content was nothing out of the ordinary, but this message had no recorded transmission backup, and there's no trace of it in the existing data within Gasol. Babylonia immediately began internal analysis, and I eventually found this message from the Golden Age, the Dusty Archive. After comparing the timestamps, they confirmed it was no silky plank or April Fool's joke. I think everyone here knows what it means, right?
It's a piece of information that shouldn't exist.
Dominique broke Gasol, and Gasol holds more information about Gasol holds more information about Dominique than anything else.
Dominique's legacy is actually Ishmael's diary that Dominique stumbled upon, with Dominique screeching, "What are the numbers? What are the numbers?" Ishmael. I am joking. Oh, I'm like, what? I was confused for a second. There we go.
But after the transfer of the Gasol and Dominique's disappearance, the zero-point energy reactor, part of the data in Gasol, could no longer be accessed. The data wall has been breached from the inside, and this is our opportunity to intervene. The heralds of Norman Mining Corp will lead us back to the golden times of our glory.
Am I going crazy, or is it you, my dear Victoria?
Leonardo, there are many things that aren't as they seem.
Victoria speaks softly as she brushes past Leonardo. She is sitting at the head of the conference room table right underneath the bear's head.
During the trade meeting, I've already reached an agreement with the military. If the plan passes, the Norman Mining Corp will sell 3 heliums, or helium-3s to the military at 25% below market price and provide some specific data from the time of Casort's construction. With this as our bargaining chip, Norman Mining Corp will dispatch tactical and research personnel to join the military investigation into the sealed data of Casort.
Damn! How old is she? She should not be pulling these moves at this young of an age, but hey, in anime, anything goes.
Norman Mining Corp still holds a long end of the stick. We once assisted Dominique in building the foundation of the first generation Gasol. We participated in the entire construction of Gasol. As long as we can extract Dominique's legacy from the shared data, with Norman Mining Corp's technological capabilities, we can develop new inverter devices, new constructs, and even a large-scale cleanliness of the punishing virus to reconstruct Earth's zero-point energy reactor. We will inherit Dominique's legacy. We are looking at the new era for the Norman Mining Corp standing where we are.
That is crazy. Holy shit. She has got some pull if she's making those moves. Look, Pop and P, if some 10-year-old can run a toy factory and command a demon butler and black butler, children in anime might as well be 200-year-old wizards. True. Also, I've never seen Black Butler, so I can't say what is right, but I have seen some crazy crazy people in One Piece be able to pull that off. Okay, here we go. Still nothing. No, that operational speed is far from what it was before, but the parts changed. Damn it! What if we don't replace them? If we don't do that, then assuming all of the factors are controlled for and by other factors, I mean all components processing precision meeting the IT-1 standard, this is what we're going to end up with based on the new model of your new plan. The 3D projection device begins to work and quickly constructs a 1.8 meter tall concrete-like heavy approach. Do you really want to carry this mini central purification filter on a mission? Ah, shit! Not to mention that according to all current ground reports, the spread speed and the concentration of the punishing virus of the heterozone mean that even the small external filtering device is 60% more efficient than the standard protective suit, it still isn't enough to purify the virus. Moving to plan B then. Not still working, huh? Don't be sad. The military wouldn't have asked us in the Science Council to conduct joint research if this were a no-brainer. I feel like I know what you're referring to. Yep, I have seen that. If you want a lot, you're talking about that movie. Oh, nice! Crazy random splash 2D art, nice. Saw this in. This reminds me of the splash art in Karenina's chapter. The Science Council, Engineering Force, and Cosmo Technicians Union, nearly all of Babylonia's top experts in inver-device technology, energetics, and Omega weaponry are here. 0 Point Energy on the moon has reached the operational limit within the area, but Omega weapons produced are still a mere drop in the bucket for this disaster. I just realized Teddy is really short, not to mention Karenina is also not that far off of being short too. Without the Omega weapons line of defense, the hetero creature's attack will intensify, and the rising concentration of the punishing virus will further deteriorate ordinary constructs. From the day Hetero Zone disaster was started, no one here has really had that moment of rest. The research lab of testing ground are brightly lit. Researchers work tirelessly through the night, each trying to find the best solutions. While fully committed to creating a second hyperreal specialized frame, they continue to progress in many other directions. The integrants of specialized frame mean that they can't be mass-produced, but the the researchers must create a new device that can adapt to more constructs. Is there a way to enhance the purifying capacity of the Omega weapons? Is there a way to develop a new kind of external filter? Is there a way to save more constructs and human lives? Everything they are doing now aims to slowly turn the unknown into a possibility. Karenina and Teddy fall silent as they look at the model on the table together. Wow, who are you? We're just getting introduced to some new characters, and I am here for it. Teddy really is a midget short queen. Hey, nothing wrong with a short queen. Hey, nothing wrong with a short queen. Research Asan has been helping Karenina since the early chapters. Has he? Okay, here we go. I don't know how I want to voice her. Well, she's very sleep deprived, so she's sleepy. Okay. Well, why don't we? A gray-haired female construct wearing a Cosmo Technician Union emblem is standing beside them. She looked at the model on the table and suddenly talks. Why don't we use the Enver device for modifications like we did before? Mika? Why are you still here? Mika is attractive as fuck, not gonna lie. I mean, she kind of got like that look of like, she'll stare you down and look down upon you, but I have a feeling she also has a soft side in a sense. But hey, I don't know. This is just me speculating. Constructs don't need to sleep, yet you look sleep deprived. You say that, but you look sleep deprived. Mika steps forward to operate the terminal without giving Karenina a chance to react. My mentor and I revisited Dr. Callan's research on the Enver device. We haven't exactly tested part of the technological black box, but we made some other discoveries. The goal of the Enver device is to neutralize the punishing virus. But due to the limitations on the materials, technology, and various other factors, all current mass-produced Enver devices have a processing limit which prevents ordinary constructs from entering areas with high concentrations of the punishing virus. So, based on this, if we equip the Enver device on a more powerful processor,
That's out of the question. They pay no notice to the group of researchers now surrounding them. The Inver device is more complicated than any device we currently know. We can't just modify a processor in the inverse device when we've lost so much data as we have. The risk is indeed high with the inherent dangers of the Inver device, and I am worried that the disaster with the earliest constructs will happen again. If only we had access to the data Dominic left behind. True. Would have saved us a lot of time had we had access to that. I have a feeling we're going to see Victoria here very, very soon. But what should we do now? Drag Dominic out of Reactor 1? Well, we don't need to go that far. That's just a wishful thinking. Now, why don't we spend some time simulating a new frame? Or a few more options if y'all got time to mope around with the long faces. Dominic has been gone for a while now, but time doesn't stop us when heroes leave. And your research paper shouldn't stop just because Dominic is gone. Oi, we should still go with the plan we discussed yesterday. We'll start with the Omega weapons. If we can't alter the Inver device, should we consider adding more powerful external processors? Yep. Are you thinking of using Assault? Yep. What about the issues of reverse infection of Gasalt? I've read all the data from when Gasalt was compromised. And, in the interest of playing it safe, I suggest we install needles for monitoring mind and electromagnetic pulse reality rings on the constructs participating in the experiment. Damn, when they meant by all of the head honchos and, like, veterans of the research departments and all the people who are big brain are here, they really meant all of them are here. God. I will participate in this experiment. Electromagnetic pulse reality rings? Do you really think that's gonna outrun the punishing virus? Forget it. Here's the solution I got for you. Ooh, if the initial plan works, I'll establish a small isolation area within Consult. All incoming data will only pass through the isolation area, and if reverse infection occurs, we'll immediately abandon the infected region and destroy it. By integrating the Inver device into Consult, we can amplify consciousness and enhance the processing power of the Inver device. I can see where the smile comes from. It can really go. It really passes down in the family. You can see that smile of like, Research is the guy that Karen always calls new guy, but has been working for them for like 2 years or so. Oh, really? Researcher A? New guy will always be new guy. It says identity now. Pretty much. A new test module was quickly constructed. Success rate is over 60%. Okay, assemble a new team and start rehearsing a new option. Karenina and Mika will lead the group. Teddy and I will be assisting. The rest of us here will continue. Continue working on what I've been working on. Hand me another wrench, and don't ask me dumb questions like what happened to the last one. Teddy, don't even laugh at me. I'm not. Teddy, hold on. Asimov calls out to Teddy, who is about to leave with Karenina. Yes. That thing from Poppin' P. Dominic's invitation. Have you figured out the second lock? Not yet. But I've already figured out some computational patterns. It likely uses the data lock with the conundrum algorithm from the Golden Age. It looks complex, but it isn't entirely unsolvable. I just need more time. The Golden Age. After all, it's Dominique's invitation. Dominique. With a complex mix of emotions in her eyes, Teddy stops talking and walks toward Karenina. If we use the 0-point energy reactor, maybe we can finish this part like this? The 0-point energy reactor? Why are you bringing that up again? Isn't that supposed to be our last resort? Many projects are launched with the 0-point energy reactor as a prerequisite. I just heard 2 researchers over here saying how we want to connect that Omega weapon and 0-point energy reactor to bump up its output rate. And then what? Fire a cannon from the moon and blow up Earth? That would indeed rid us of the punishing virus, though. Well, I wasn't part of their discussion. Speaking of which, Dominique was one overseeing the production of the 0-point energy reactor. No, could it have something in common with the Inver device? Dominique. We've been hearing that name a lot these days. She taps on the terminal a few times without much emotion in her eyes. I wouldn't mind if he be a construct and his name still be new guy. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it either.
Because then he'd at least be able to contribute, and then they would still call him new guy when he does something good. Did Dominique manage to solve the punishing virus? Not really. Did Dominique come with a specialized frame too? Not quite. He did make the Inver device, but Asimov and his team that completed that Asimov's and the team that completed the specialized frame. A stream of data flashes across the screen. Tenny finally finishes the task at hand, but she wasn't in a good mood. The engineering force can't really rely on a captain like you, Karenina, to build skyscrapers in our research system that can't always depend solely on Dominique. Dominique? What Dominique? She slams the terminal screen shut. Oh boy. I think I understand what you're trying to say. Dominique left behind so much technology, yet remains nothing more than someone of the past. As long as we keep moving forward, like migratory birds and salmon swimming upstream, life will find a way. In the lab ahead, countless researchers work day and night to experiment with one solution after another. The future is where hope lies, no? What purpose does the civilization serve? Exactly. If all it does is rely on one person for progress, that is true. Teddy. What's up with you today? You're being a little strange. Or did some keyword trigger this special mode of yours? Was it the last resort or reactor power supply? I got a bit too excited. It's nothing. Maybe I'm just a bit tired. Fire cannon blow up Earth? You might as well blow up your own brain. Yeah, that would do it. A rare break doesn't last long. Barely a few minutes have passed before Asimov rushes back with new data. I really don't want to deal with your grumpy face, but what happened? Just got a notification. The Hetero Zone is still spreading. Based on the data from the Grey Ravens and the other elite squads, the Red Tide is already approaching the Clean Zone. Crimson Tides crisscrosses on their eyes as they surges toward the edge of the Clean Zone. And the Grey Ravens uploaded some very important news. The Hetero creatures might be forming a community. Asimov tops on the video. Oh boy. With the poor signal reception, it's hard to make out what's going on in the video. The footage first shows some humans in military boots, before showing Lucia fighting in the distance. In front of Lucia is a sprawling red tide. The Hetero creatures are standing in groups, among the trees, apparently observing the situation. Oh boy. Look over there. Asimov points to the edge of the video with a frown. Alert, information, launch assaulted. Fuck! They started to form groups. There is no time left. Oh boy. Worst case. Here we are. Hey, here we are. First of all, Grey Raven found that the Hetero creatures demonstrating group behavior during the investigation, which had never been seen before. Yes, that was. Oh gosh, that was a while ago. That was whenever we were with Lee and Lucia. Oh no, that was when we were with Lee and Liv, while Lucia was still in the with Ishmael's group, and we were seeing them very slowly start to like work their way to get up to us by forming a bridge and then them walking over the bridge. All the locations where
All the locations where we've seen this behavioral change in the Hetero creatures, including those in the Hetero Zone, are spread outside of the Clean Zone in an arc.
Simply put, we cannot guarantee that the existence of the Clean Zone hasn't caused unexpected mutations.
Mutations? If all the Hetero creatures exhibit good behavior. And then we started getting along, yep.
They also seem to be working together and seem like they're being controlled. This has been described in witness and combat reports since the beginning of this year.
The Hetero creatures were pretty crazy before, but they seem to be moving slowly in orderly fashion just now when we saw them in the airplane. I'm definitely the only one imagining scenarios about the Red Tide actually happening. Oh, wait, actually happening in real life. That's how fascinated I am with it. Hey, I mean, the Red Tide is the next wonder of the world, and this is the World of Wonders in this game at least. Wonders of the world. Well, I butchered that. Wonders of the world.
Anyway, we know that now that they are slowly moving north, then it'll keep getting harder for us to launch counterattacks and break through. Soft branches of the red tide spread unhindered through the soil. They repeat and they inherit, and they gradually reach the branch at the treetop. Species compete for survival and desire drives for evolution. Plundering and devouring, they are about to develop their own civilization. Alright, episode 3. Survivors. With the simple ceremony complete, new tombstones and fresh hopes hang from the branches. You've got everything packed. We need to leave soon. I'm sure we're gonna find ourselves a new home. Commandant. Oh. Colonel suddenly sends Lucia's faint into the distorted voice.
Lucia? What's up with the reception?
There's a red tide ahead, and we picked up a sign on a new bunch of Heddo creatures. The red tide is rising. It's coming your way.
Copy. Come join us quickly. We'll need you.
Copy. You can't help but wonder why the reception was so poor as it is when Lucia is supposedly not that far from where you are. Having no time to contemplate, you rely on the news to live. You relay the news to live in Lucille right away. There's no time. We have to get out of here immediately. Let's go and get the supplies. We have stored up in the back. Lucille wastes no time heeding the call.
Wait, hold on.
We're out of time. Lucille waves you off before starting to pass down the commands. The severely injured, elderly, and children board the large vehicle. Most of the young and able-bodied individuals head toward the supplies at the back. Is there anything that needs to be done?
Jarma! You're injured.
You vaguely recall that this old gentleman was rescued by Lucia from the red tide. Okay, good to know he survived. I haven't had the chance to thank you yet. If it weren't for you, probably. He points to his bandage-legged palm, which were mildly ulcerated from the contact with the red tide swallows. Living may feel pointless, but at least I am still breathing and have something to hope for. Hey, yes sir, yes sir. Is there anything I can do? I'm not as badly as injured as the others. I can still move. You're still recovering. You shouldn't be doing this kind of work. Hey, it's all right. I can still walk. These items go here. I'll push them over. But... Don't you worry, young miss. At least I can still walk. If we move quickly, the chances of meeting or rescuing Gary will increase, even if just by a little. He's a good lad. I even promised him I'd help him find a girlfriend later. Don't worry. Gotta do what you need to do. I'll be fine. It's okay to be rescued, but we can't just sit around and wait for others to save us. Old man kind of spinning. This land is yours as much as it is ours. In today's world, there are no true survivors. All right, leave this to me. You should take a break, young lady. You've been working for a while now. Even constructs need to take care of themselves. Liv stands frozen in place. Not far away, young and able-bodied refugees have already salvaged their first batch of supplies and loaded them onto the large vehicle. I'm saying, oh man, spinning that facts. Lucia hurries back from scouting and assists you in helping the refugees with the first batch of supplies of the injured. Old man educating the youngins. Hey, that's why you gotta respect them. You gotta respect the elders. They've lived long enough to know what they've seen, and they've earned the right to speak the way they do. Even though Liv is pretty old herself. True. It's because this group of refugees in particular has a lot of supplies. No, it's not that. The little girl sucks her finger. The longing gaze falls into the compressed biscuits among the rest of her supplies. Well,
then I presume it's because things on Earth have gotten better? No, that's not it either.
With the red tide and Heddo creatures surging in, humans now face a shrinking living space. In this world, no one truly is a survivor. She mumbles, repeating the old man's words. Oh, that's when you know it sticks. That's when you know it sticks.
Liv?
Commandant. The young girl's eyes are firm and clear. Hey, you're severely injured. Don't move. Your legs need to be held in place. I'm sorry, huh? How did we get injured, and when the fuck did we get injured?
Before she even finishes what she has to say, another wounded person. Okay, never mind. It's not us. I'm like, we were just fine. Another wounded person draws her attention. The retreat operation continues orderly with everyone's help. Lucia has secured a safe location before the red tide flooded the previous settlement. The Great Raven team had already relocated with this group of refugees to an area from or far from the red tide. Just as they are settling down, a group of unexpected individuals approaches the camp.
Is this a safe place? There are 13 of us. Can we rest here for a while?
God damn, you have 13? What does that make our group? Like 30 strong now?
Just a quick rest. We won't use any of your resources. We'll leave as soon as we're done resting.
The elderly woman nervously rubs her hand on the mud-stained clothes. Don't worry, this area is safe for now at least. We've already sent scouts to check this area. You could rest easy here. Lucille points the elderly woman away from the supply tents. One by one, disheveled refugees emerge from the forest behind her.
Finally, a place to rest. A construct!
Seeing Liv bandaging the wounded, the tall refugee jumps up in surprise. Yes, I mean, we wouldn't have been here without them.
Why? Why didn't you guys show up sooner? Why? Why did you withdraw the patrol nearby? Why? Why? If only you guys had come to a rescue from that way. And if only you showed up sooner. And she wouldn't have died.
The man roars, shaking with rage.
If only you had come a bit earlier. Just a bit earlier. She wouldn't have died. My mom.
Oh, damn.
I don't want to see her in the red tide. What am I supposed to do?
Exhausted, he falls to his knees and cries out in anguish. Camp falls into a dead silence.
So did my husband.
Feeling the sorrow, another weary refugee begins to sob quietly.
Why did Babylonia's rescue team all late? Nobody would have chosen to be born in a world like this if they had a choice.
Having grown accustomed to such accusations, they know that silence is their best response. This is true. Liv fought before the Acadian evacuation, so yeah, Liv is pretty much a vet.
She did?
Hold on, she did? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
So,
How old does it make Liv then? Because I know in the interlude, we saw her as a youngin, and then we saw her as a young recruit as well. Yeah, that was before she was a construct. I didn't know that. I knew she was human doing missions before she got converted, but I didn't know. I thought she was like fighting with Yarhart.
oh really?
Her senpai during that period of her life is one of the earlier construct models. Oh, okay. Gloomy face equals Yarhar. Yeah. He was at the he was in Karenina's chapter. She saved him. Yeah. He was a military. He was a soldier before he became a doctor or a professor, whatever the fuck he is. But Liv has seen some shit. Yeah. Well, yeah, she's been through some shit, especially in her Surviving Lucium chapter. Yeah, he's the old researcher guy. He's the one that works with Kurano. Was with Karenina's. In Karenina's chapter, he was supervising Luna, and then he saw Liv, and then now it's all coming back. Yeah, he said he wanted to become a researcher when he was with the military. I don't remember that part, but I do remember him being in the military before he became a researcher. So now I know the guy. Now it's all coming back. Because I do remember doing her interlude way back in the early days, and then I think they did a flashback, and now it's making sense. It was Yarhar's cowardice that got Liv mortally wounded, basically, and thus had to become a construct to survive. Oh, I didn't know that part. Oh, so that's why he's saying he wants to help Liv as best as he can because of that. So Liv would be his age approximately. Damn! I didn't know she was like that. Hey, I like an older woman. I like older women, so it's cool. I don't mind older women at all. Because I'm a lover of all. Except for the lobbies. We don't fuck with them. We don't. There we go. Having grown accustomed to such a... there we go, that part. The patrol was withdrawn because the constructs were susceptible to the virus too? You wouldn't want to battle an infected constructs while dealing with the red tide, would you? That doesn't mean Babylonia can just abandon humans on Earth. He jumps up in anger and clenches his fist tightly, but is unsure whom to direct his anger at. Hey, it's not like that. Lucio gently holds the clenched fist and softly loosens his stiff, very-cupped fingers. We're not giving up on anyone, and that's why we came. Lucio, that woman, man, she really like that. Cry if you need to. Grief is a divine right given to humanity, and tears are proof of the lives once lived. Oh, God damn, she spit it too! The sun will rise again, right? In times like this, food is the best comfort for sorrow. Yes, it is, especially ice cream. The friction between two groups of refugees quickly subsides. Soon they are sitting around the bonfire and sharing a pot of steaming wild vegetable soup. Lucille is mine. Whoa, hold on now, hey. I'm a lover, not a fighter, but hey, if it comes down to a woman that I want to care for and gotta protect, hey now, I gotta pull that old Western music out now. Are you Liv? Ah, yes, I'm Liv, and you are? Didn't think I'd run into you here. Do you remember Conservation Area 43? I sure as hell don't. I followed you to Conservation Area 46. I was going to head back to the Conservation Area 43 to meet with you guys when I heard you defeated 2 monsters, but... The refugee pauses. I came thank you. I don't think I would have survived without the last bit of serum you gave me. Was this during Surviving Lucium, or was this somewhere completely different? Chapter 17 reference. Okay. I'm not gonna remember this one then, because that was a long time ago. Oh wait, that was Surviving Lucium, wasn't it? Surviving Lucium? Ah shit, it's my childhood friend. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't here for when he first appeared, this is my childhood friend. Me and him go way back. He's been, me and him we've been close, we've been tight. He was here back in my state a couple months ago actually. So, and he's actually in the chat. He's actually been in the Discord server. So, hope you're doing good, man. All love, miss you, man. Hope the military's treating you well. Hope you're staying safe out there. And yeah, man, miss you. Hope the kids are doing well. And when you come back, to the States, we're gonna have to go get some food. A lot of the survivors on the surface don't realize that surviving Lucium was an event that Babylonia today still suffers the scars from, especially once constructs defecting to the Ascendants, because Babylonia's government was acting sussy. Okay. Really? Okay. Huh. I knew Surviving Lucium was gonna have like major like bite in the asses, but I didn't think that it would still play a part to this day, where we are now in the chapters. But hey, good to know. So, oh goodness, hey, all love, man. Love you, man. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're staying safe. So, all right. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is my childhood friend. When he came into the States, and when he came into the state and see my setup, he's been supporting me, and it's good to see, knowing that a lot of people are supporting me in this in what I'm after right now. So yeah, we see the defectors in this chapter in the chapters after. Yeah, because we saw fuck, what's her name? What the fuck is his name? Baby Notch's friend. What the hell is his name? fuck is his name? It was the one that Echo was chasing. Teasel, yes, Teasel. I was like, what the fuck is it? I just popped up my headphones. Yes, Teasel. We saw Teasel. We saw a lot of Bianca's team defect. We saw that in the Copperfield Aquarium. And then I don't know who else after that. He's still around? Yeah, I kind of figured he was still around. Last time we saw him was during Echo's chapter. Right, here we go. Here, I've got a little something for you. What's... It's a serum tube. You saved me when you poured out the last bit of serum and cleaned it with the saline. I kept this bottle, filled it with soil from the basement, and planted a seed I found in the crack of the car. And this is what it's like now. Oh, this is what it's like now. Planted in the glass tube, the delicate green suit wobbles, looking every bit as fragile as it is resilient. Thank you, but I don't think I can take the refugee, however, turns and disappears into the crowd before Liv even finishes what she has to say. Also, the sussy Lillian. Wait, Lillian was... Wait, hold on, what? Oh, Lillian. Now, I'm like... At first I thought you meant Lilith. I'm like, hold on, I don't remember Lilith being a part of that whatsoever. Now I know... Now, Lillian, yes. Lillian also did the fact. That's right. That's right. What happened to her? She's still alive? Okay. The crowd huddles for warmth by the bonfire, but the one person they wish to see is absent.
Wait a minute. Where's Lucille?
Well, she's probably fine-tuning her vehicle. See that one over there? Walking toward where Eileen is pointing, you find an orange-haired woman humming a tune as she scrubs the dirt off the vehicle. Hey! I don't mind the one-on-ones like that. I don't mind the one-on-ones. She's double agent, but she's double agent, I think, but we don't know much. She just plays for survival. That is true. I mean, we did see in Cradle Parade that she really just, like, doesn't really care. She just wants to live. So, makes sense why we haven't seen her. And I know that we know that she's the double agent because we did see her in, talking to Von Gut. Or Vonnegut. I don't, is it Vonnegut or Von Gut? I say Von Gut, but it could be Vonnegut. But I know we saw her there, and I know she's an assassin on top of that, so pretty wild. All right, here we go. Ah, jeez. These traces of red tide are sure hard to get rid of. Pretty sure Mika would have known what to do had she been... Okay, whoa, Mika. Okay, that's interesting. I'm assuming Mika was maybe the leader of this group before maybe going to Babylonia. That's crazy that Mika's name's getting pulled up when she's in Babylonia right now with the researchers. Oh, okay. Huh.
Let me lock in here. Lucille?
Huh? Hey, Grey Raven Commandant.
I'm Poppin' P. You can just call me that.
Wow, didn't know Commandants have names too. I thought you were all just called Commandant 1, Commandant 2. It's so... Hey, you know what's understandable. I get it.
We all have names, don't worry. I just wanted to say thank you for what you did back there tonight.
Huh? What? Oh, damn it! Oh, Lucia! Fuck! I know you all gotta escort me thinking I'm gonna be going poofing somewhere. I'm not. I'm going... Fuck! Damn it! Alright, whatever. Hey, it's alright. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Thank you, Lucia, for always being there, watching out for me. But this was my moment! But it's fine. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. Fuck! Son of a bitch! That's fine. It's fine. Alright, here we go. Thanks for speaking up tonight. See, we're not terribly good at handling things like that. Oh, that! Oh, don't worry, it's nothing. There's no point in putting blame. Their sorrow is justified. But you haven't done anything wrong. Lucia is just wife mood. Yeah. As someone who's benefited from your rescue, I
couldn't directly take your side and speak up for you back then. I mean, I probably would have been the one crying had your transport craft landed over there. Sorry, was that a bad joke? Sometimes Mika says I can't read the room.
No, it's okay. We've had our fair share of encounters like this one from today, but it never gets easier when you see people suffering. Had there been no red tide, there would have been no Edo creatures. Had the punishing virus never even happened in the first place, these people would have been living the most ordinary of lives in this world, no?
Well, there's no need to beat yourself over the things from so long ago. There's no what ifs in this world, right? This is true! She's spitting facts! Lucy, I'd never betray you. We ain't going anywhere except to Lucia. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, though. Lucille, though, man. Lucille, though. I'm just saying, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just saying. It's Lucille. And it's literally, you take out the I and the double L's, you get Lucy. Most of the refugees groups on Earth dislike Babylonia because of the Great Evacuation. I don't know if it's because I was too young to remember things, or if it's because my thoughts of what life was like back then haven't really changed, but I've always found Earth more livable and comfortable than Babylonia. Calling it Babylonia makes it sound nicer when it's just a cage hanging in the sky. Ooh, she kind of spitting facts. They have the same meaning. What is the meaning? I don't know the meaning of Lucia. Is it bird? Well, hold on. If I look up that name, if I look up the meaning, am I gonna get spoiled? I'll put the phone down real quick. While you type, I'm gonna read this. Well, let's not forget that you've got to deal with all the corrupted and Edo creatures on Earth. It's just light? Oh, okay. Whew. Had me spooked for a minute. Okay. Babylonia isn't safe, is it? The Crimson Spiral Tower flashes in your mind. Lucille senses the answer from your silence and smiles. Hey, look. In this world, no one is truly a survivor. Oh! Took the word from the old man. I'm like that SpongeBob with the book picking between Lucia and the other waifus. Maybe. I haven't seen SpongeBob in a fat minute. It's been such a long time since I've seen it. Babylonia is good in some ways, and so is Earth. Constructs fight endlessly for humanity and return to Earth, and humans should do their part too. With our hands, our minds, our vehicles, we don't need anyone to pity us. We can save ourselves. We will survive no matter what. God, she really spitted. Our civilization will forever be rooted in Earth. She hums a song as she continues to polish her beloved vehicle. Man, that's a woman right there, son of a bitch. Ah, she a car guru too, man. Fuck. But her character design is absolutely peak. Ah, it really is, man. I hope she lives and we see more of her. All right, here we go. Back at the bonfire, Liv is calculating the expansion speed and direction of the red tide.
So?
The red tide is completely random. The current expansion speed of the red tide is almost 3 to 4 times faster than before, and its direction is completely unpredictable. Judging from the pattern of the last tide, the scouted this morning should be safe. Meanwhile, Ishmael lurking somewhere? Yeah. She may be part of the control court, but I know she also some shady shit. Well, it's just a good thing that Commandant has me scout ahead, or else we would have all been seriously screwed. Jesus, that was random. Yeah, completely random. Lucia never says that shit. What the fuck?
Alright, well, let me think about it some more and let's report this.
Right then, the terminal lets out a buzz. Strange, even the signal booster isn't working. Could it be that Babylonia's communication satellite is malfunctioning?
The terminal struggles to connect the video call. Asimov appears on the screen, the dark circles on the face making him look gloomier than usual.
Well, I see your dark circles have gotten worse, Asimov.
We ain't got no time for jokes. I'm just trying to lighten the mood. I've requested a transfer order from Nikolai. A transport craft from the nearest conservation area is already on its way to pick you up.
Wait, what? What's going on? I haven't heard that from anyone, though.
Well, you will in no time. A mission update pops up in your terminal. In short, we're planning to add external interference to the info device and connect it to Gasalt. We're just gonna amplify consciousness and enhance the info device's processor.
Gasalt.
Having receiving the so-called Dominic's invitation from Chu, you had a lengthy encrypted conversation with Asimov. Based on Chu's description, Asimov deducted that Dominique might be a set of data stored within Gasalt that entered Chu's simulation due to Gasalt himself. Well,
are you sure?
Hold on. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Asimov gives you a long, thoughtful look. So far, you're the only commandant who is engaged in operations within Gasalt. We need you to calibrate with the constructs for this. Experiment. Wait, when did we do that? Are we talking about when we were in Watanabe's mind?
Okay, pretty sure it's gonna work just fine.
The transport craft will arrive in about 5 minutes. Get ready. I'll fill you in on the specifics once we're back in Babylonia. With it, Asimov ends the call. I've received a new mission order to help the refugees enter the clean zone with Liv. Commandant? Ah, shit. They're having flashbacks from the last transport craft. Ladies, don't worry. I'll be alright. Don't worry. Lucy and Liv seem worried.
No matter what happens, Lucia, Liv.
We'll all see one another again. Hey, hell yeah, they taking the words to heart. The sun will shine once more. With one phase of the experiment temporarily complete, the team members hurry off to take a rest. Teddy sits alone with a blank face behind the unfinished prototype while going through her terminal. Man, I can't wait to see her. She gonna be trolling us, and we'll probably be trolling her back. Ain't got nothing on Victoria, huh? That's just sad. You even had the old man to help you. She lowers her gaze, apparently recalling something unpleasant. Okay. Oh, I'm assuming that's the father. Krishna, what's murdered you there is seed of civilization. Your father went on a great mission. You must follow his path, trace his footsteps, and bring back his legacy. Only Dominic, and only Dominic, can lead humanity back to Earth. Well, I'm gonna call bullshit on that because I'm doing that with my own hands right now. Bunch of nonsense. Can a faith pursued with flesh and bones find its way to divinity? Even if Dominique once led Norman Mining Corp to great heights. Okay, so he was part of Norman Mining Corp? Interesting. Didn't know that. Pale blue data shines in a pink-haired construct's eyes as she focuses her attention on the screen. Leonardo, you better have a way to stop them. Or else. Okay, interesting. Sweet popcorn can be... Wait, what? She likes sweets. She likes sweet stuff a lot. Teddy? Yes. Sweet popcorn can be too with caramel. I've never had popcorn with caramel. I will take it back. I've had it, not my thing, but I can tolerate it if need be. No, Ishmael? Oh, damn, y'all caught. Damn, I got caught. Ishmael loves sweet stuff. Well, doesn't she like coffee too? Because I also know she has like a fuck ton of sugar, right? Because I remember when I was doing the video for the hype video, and I was looking for voice lines to get Ishmael into the video. I saw that she added like a fuck ton of sugar in her coffee. No, she hates coffee. She just puts a lot of sugar to compensate. Oh, Jesus. Damn, that's a lot of sugar then. A lot of sugar then. Good to know she likes sweets. Good to know. She hates coffee, but that is the only thing she has at the control court, so she has a fuck ton of sugar in her dish drawer. They only have black coffee in the control court. Ew, black coffee. Ugh. I've had black coffee. That shit is disgusting. It's like it's not bad, but you really have to be in the mood for black coffee. And I'm not a coffee guy. When I was in my last relationship, we would go to get Starbucks a lot of the times, and I would only get like their iced coffee. That was the only thing that I haven't had it a fat minute though. It's been years since I've had Starbucks. There we go. Project Herald cannot be reinitiated no matter what. Her beliefs should not be revisited, nor should meaningless sacrifices be glorified. She intercepts the information she needs and ponders for a moment before forwarding it. Alright. Result 4. Here we go. XX Babylonia. Leonardo of Norman Mining Corp to face fierce competition. There is no telling who would be the next CEO. Victoria claims to hold Dominic's legacy. The board members. Oh man, we haven't seen anything of Trojan in a while. Still taking it easy, Mr. Norman? Or perhaps I should be more careful and call you Leonardo instead? Okay, so you're gonna tell me that he got all dressed up and fancy, had new fucking artwork on him, just to go back to his default? What is this? Okay. I can't believe you're here to make fun of me. You're poking fun at me when I'm already suffering. Victoria sure is coming at me with all she's got. This doesn't seem like your just dear little sister's doing, right? No way a little girl who's been living in a sanctuary all this time could stir up a scene like this. Of course, the old man never truly trusted me. He only trusts himself and Dominique, wherever he may be. He lounges lazily in his chair, fiddling with the papers in his desk. I may look the political representative of Norman Mining Corp, a respected senator, except I have never been the heir he had in mind to begin with. I acquired all the power I had now through trickery. Though I was a bit surprised to see what's become of Victoria. And when did that even happen? Probably when you were out goofing around and telling her that Christina was busy working? Well, you got a lot of the kids sometimes to put their minds at ease. I would have been a terrible adult had I let her face this dark and terrifying world that early on in her life. Looking back now, I don't think your lies did any good at all. For once, Leonardo stays quiet. So, what are you planning to do now? Raise the white flag and pledge allegiances to the great Queen Victoria. Not too bad. You might be better off. Speaking of which, you still owe me overtime pay. Triple pay. All my projects are basically stalled. How am I supposed to pay you that amount of Considering your credit standing, I'll allow you to defer payment. So, what's really going on now? Victoria's been spreading her news through every channel possible, and more than half of the board is on her side now. This is happening because the old man still holds great power and supports her from the behind the scenes. No matter that, but there's more to that. Okay, so the old man's still alive. Interesting. And basically he's being the puppet. Or he's pulling the strings of the girl, basically making her puppet. He looked down. The headline Dominique's legacy on the newspaper seems to leap out of him, mocking his futile efforts. Norman Mining Corp rose to prominence thanks to Dominique's influence. Isn't Norman Mining Corp just a simple gold mining company? Mining alone would have been able to sustain the corporation for so long. I don't know what's happening back then, but the old man always said that Norman Mining Corp wouldn't have been what it is today without Dominique. Besides, Dominique's legacy sounds way more intriguing than new energy exploration and development. Well, what's your plan exactly? I don't believe you're just gonna let things go. You sure know me like the back of your hand. To think I'm just gonna join Victoria if we don't drop this topic now.
My bad, my bad. The heavy atmosphere in the room lightens up a bit as Leonardo shuffles through the documents on his desk, lost in thought. I suspect the old man wants to visit Victoria to become the new Herald. Herald? Are they planning to restart that project? Didn't hit me as a surprise, except didn't hit me as a surprise though, except for Christina and me. Everyone from the old man to the workers of the Mining Corp firmly believe that the Herald of Norman Mining Corp will bring back its glory to the golden age of Norman Mining Corp. They're using information that shouldn't exist, sent by the Salt to use Babylonia, research and restart Project Herald. Carino. Any news from Collins? Him? He's been lying low these days to avoid the military. And I'm afraid we won't be getting more out of him with Victoria exercising her pressure. So what's Project Herald? Are we going to learn more about that in this chapter? But Victoria probably doesn't know that you're on my side. Huh? Are you sure? You were officially my securities consultant, but I hired quite a few at the same time, not just you. And your all previous salaries were like those of other mercenaries that Mormon Mining Corp hired. You'll get paid straight out of the public accounts. I got you a maintenance leave when you went to the Conservation Area 109 last time. You're welcome. Yes, you will? Okay, perfect. Is that why you had to pay? Is that why I had a pay cut that month? Leonardo Norman! Easy, I'll compensate you double at that triple rate. Now back to business. In theory, Victoria isn't gonna notice you. Collins probably won't bother bringing that up to those old folks either. I'll make a big announcement about competing with Victoria and push some of the projects to make life a little difficult for my dear little sister. As for you, just keep showing up to work as usual. Cozy up to Victoria's security consoles and find out what clues she has about Dominique's legacy. We have to stop Project Herald. At all cost. Okay, so good to know that both Teddy and Leonardo really don't want fucking Project Herald to happen. What? Project Herald? Haven't you heard? Everyone's talking about it. The power struggle at Norman is particularly turning Babylonia upside down. I have a friend working at Norman who says the higher-ups are recruiting a new batch of heralds to push some kind of plan. And that pay is great, apparently. What's with that look on your face? This is how I look when I hear something disgusting. Leonardo has got a long way to go. Huh? What did you say? Why are you whispering all of a sudden? I was just asking if you decided who's going to hook up to Croissant. Mika was going to apply, but she's the only one left. She's the only one left in the Invertiverse researcher area that has the assist from outside now because her suction fell ill. Then Asromp wanted to get connected, but we have to turn him into a contract first for him to do that. The heads at the Science Council made it absolutely clear that they didn't want to do that, so he gave up. I mean, I could probably do that too. You mean you could take the blast hammer in there and smash Croissant? We have a designated isolation zone set up already, and abandoning the contamination zone is something even a monkey could do if with the button pressed. God, I'm butchering my wording. Let me do it then. Wait, you? But you tell people that you're a tech person, no? Just because those real-time experiments are just modules doesn't mean they're risk-free. Think your frame can stand it? Remember how many times you turned me down when I offered to come up with a new frame for you? All you did was change up some parts and coatings unwillingly. Karenina. Just in time. Oh, Teddy's here too. Commander Nikolai? Norman Mining Corp will be a part of the Invertiverse experiment this time. We've reached an agreement with Norman Mining Corp. They'll pass along some initial construction data about Assault, including some confidential files from the time of the Great Evacuation, to help with relocating part of it. Norman Mining Corp's request is to participate in selecting the first construct for the connection experiment. Additionally, they hope to send in technicians to be involved in the entire experiment. So, who do they choose? You. Nikolai looks thoughtfully at Teddy. You have the right to choose and the right to veto. Nope, didn't think I'm gonna do either of that. The test module was built and I can start the experiment anytime once the tuning is complete. The Grey Raven Commandant has already accepted the order and is returning urgently. Pop and P will ensure your mind remains as stable as possible. Mind you, though, that the assignment isn't completely risk-free. Of course, I know what I'm getting myself into. There's no need to waste time. This is part of my job anyway. We only lose more lives on Earth every minute passing by. Never forget the value of life, right?
Karenina shifts her gaze to the space behind Nikolai, frowning in disapproval as she looks at her. Seriously, I can handle this experiment on my own. You all are just gonna get in my way. Any idea who said that? Hey! This isn't the time to bring up old grudges! The transport carrying Papa P has arrived at Babylonia. Don't worry, everything will be fine. With a grin, Teddy walks away without looking back. Babylonia 1400. So that's like what? 2 o'clock? Still feeling a little dizzy from the flight, you find yourself standing at the entrance of the testing ground that the Engineering Force and the Science Council have established jointly. Everyone be using Commandant's mind for everything these days? Yeah, such is the way it goes. That's when we're the Ace of Babylonia. You know, that name for nothing. The new testing ground is located next to the computing power, next to the center in Babylonia, which is intended to make it easier for Gestalt connection experiments to be conducted. After numerous steps of verification, you're finally in the testing ground and seeing several faces you recognize. Hand me another X222 control stick. Are you munching on parts? Where did you put that control stick just now? Oh! As much as I would like to do these two, we'll do Lee.
Lee?
Commandant. I asked to be temporarily reassigned to Asmod's research team to lend a hand when I learned about all of this. Don't worry, I'll be following the experiment closely. Hey, Pop and P, are you all set? We'll get the show on the road once Captain Smart puts the last part in place. And I sure hope your invention isn't going to end up sending me off somewhere. Teddy! Teddy shrugs and walks over to your side. Not far away, a few researchers stand scattered about, wearing white lab coats bearing unfamiliar symbols.
Who are those people?
Who are you talking about?
Those people in white coats.
Blind followers, unrealistic dreamers, and practitioners with hollow ambitions.
Okay.
They're researchers from Norman Mining Corp. Norman Mining Corp struck a deal with the military. They traded in some classified information about Gestalt in exchange for a chance to be part of this experiment.
Norman Mining Corp. Why would they want to be a part of the military experiment, though?
That's them and their unrealistic and fantasies about that don't exist, I think. They're dead sure that the punishing virus would just be scared into living Earth if they could dig up even a tiny bit of information about Dominique from the grave. Just one piece of impossible information was enough to make them swarm like flies. God only knows what that's gonna happen if they learn about Dominique. She chuckles as she lowers her voice. I still can't quite wrap my hand around this thing, though.
Yes?
This whole Dominique thing. When I was young, I used to dream about the heroes like this, but I grew suspicious the older I grew. Are we really gonna bet all that cav on Dominique?
Maybe it's because Dominique represents the answer. Nobody would spend time trying to reinvent the wheel when there are answers ready for them to just be copied.
But there will eventually come a time when they run out of answers to copy, no? Shouldn't we be thinking about where the problem actually lies? What worth do we hold if all technology really does rely on archaeological to find answers? Can a hero from the past really save the present? Faced with Teddy's question, you find yourself at a loss for words. There is Dominique, who carries everyone's hope on one hand, and there's a mankind who dumped on Dominique everything they can't solve on their own on the other hand. Can heroes from the past save the world as it is today? Can a hero from the past really save the present? We've got to walk the walk ourselves if we want to go far. She gazes at the machinery in the distance, lost in thought. It's not damn. Shit! Ta-da! Done! Don't know what kind of word she was talking about, but alright, we're gonna go with that. The signals on the terminal screen begin to flicker one by one. Device number 1, test complete. All clear. Device number 2, test complete. All clear. Overall systems debugging complete. All clear. Pop and P, remember that time when I explained to you on how to dive into Gestalt's program?
Can you repeat it to me?
Just in case you know.
I'll load the construct's mind into the virtual space in the form of a virtual program, and then I'll install the authorization into your Commandant's terminal. The guys are in there. We'll test for the punishing virus concentration here. No worries though, since I put a risk threshold alert in place. Understood?
Understood.
Could be anything. Damn shit, fuck. What? Yeah, true. Just true. I was like, can't be damn, because like 3 words, but then I forget you can do an N on top of it. Now, Asimov looks around as he lowers his voice. I've got an additional mission for you while you're in there. I need you to check Assault's Nintendo data.
You're talking about Dominique, no?
Yes. Based on our hypothesis from early on, we believe that it's highly likely that Dominique still exists in Assault. Except I can't be sure if they like or hate each other after all this time. Teddy will be following you closely as you go. Best of luck now.
Okay, good to know. We got a mission. All right, here we go. Finally.
Immersion complete. Danger threshold warning initiated. Is the comms working?
This is Teddy. I can hear you. Commandant?
I feel a bit dizzy, but I'm fine.
Vital signs are stable. Slight dizziness is a normal side effect of immersion. There's no need to activate the medical insurance you got from Star of Life yet.
Begin monitoring Gestalt's internal defense system. We have to look deeper.
Damn, she got some hair.
Monitoring system loaded. Are you ready, Commandant?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Also, if y'all don't know, she is also the voice actor for Killua in Hunter x Hunter, and I believe she's also Raftalia. No, she's not Raftalia. No, she might be Raftalia. I think she's Raftalia if I'm not mistaken, but I know she for sure not Killua, Gon. Sorry, not Gon. She's not Killua. She is Gon from Hunter x Hunter, and she is also, I think, Raftalia from Shield Hero. I'm 100%. I'm 100% knowing that she is Gon from Hunter x Hunter. Shield Hero, I want to say I'm 60% right. I heard it, yeah. When I first heard her voice in this game, I'm like, oh damn, wasn't expecting you. Data log normal.
The data fragment you sent over has subtle but the same fluctuation as that message.
An abnormal code I've never seen before. Huh.
Engineering force known has been torn off. Barium counter fashion discussion. Cast your vote. Have you heard of Dominique's legacy? What is that exactly?
Gestalt security programs. Must be something wrong over there. They may attack indiscriminately.
Oh!
Get ready, Commandant. Found the bug. Simulating attacks. Found the bug. Hook. Trace erased. Simulating attacks. Is that all you got? Okay.
But I have it in
My
JP
turn.
anyway. Oh, okay. I got you.
Found the bug.
I don't mind JP at all. I prefer English, but I don't mind JP at all.
Simulating attacks.
Because since, you know,
Found the bug.
Luna's voice actor in the JP is the same as
Trace erased.
Kiana in Hokage Impact 3rd.
The remaining data fluctuation is weird. Let's check it out.
Holy shit, what the hell?
Do we trigger Gestalt's internal security system?
More
There's
fighting.
something in this message. The key for disabling Gestalt's internal security programs. Why is it here?
What the hell?
Gonna get us in deeper, Asimov.
Okay, just be careful.
Who could have hidden it here? Let's head up, Commandant.
Okay.
Clearance confirmed. Access granted.
I'm so glad that they are having voice act, like they're adding more and more voice actings into this a little bit more.
New security programs. Something's off. Is the password working, Commandant?
I'm not sure. We gotta look into it.
System error. Unauthorized access.
Wait, these are Gestalt security programs.
Oh damn, is he being attacked then? Or is she being attacked?
Accurate hit. Commandant, let's look at the other data first. We'll put the abnormal data aside for now.
Right.
Funnily enough, I am very
Environment not a match.
fond of
We can't
Ray,
read the data fragment right
Cookie
now.
Mia, Luna, and Keanu.
Let's send it
Yes,
back and
dude,
let
she
Asimov
is.
handle it.
She was also in an anime show. I forgot the anime show's name, but I really like her. She's very renowned in the voice acting space, and she's been in the game for a long time. I think she's like pushing early 40s, I think. She's insanely popular, and I can't even. I can believe it. I can believe that. I forgot what anime she was in, but she had to sing the song too, and I fucking bumped to that song. Hold on, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna see what song it is, and look at the show. Cause I know it's in here. I know it's on Crunchyroll. Forgot the fucking name of it though. She voices many Tsundere characters. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Okay, hold on. I gotta look. I'm pulling it up. I'm looking it up right now. Where the fuck was it? It was on my feed a little bit ago. Where the fuck is it? Don't tell me I don't have it saved. Oh, here it is. Chilling in another world with level 2. Jeez, I can't read that part. Hold on. Chilling in another world with level 2 super cheat powers. That anime. Let me pull up a picture. What was that? Goddamn, bro, ads, bro. I swear. Ah, that one, yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. She was the main character. She was one of the main characters in that in that show. And that beginning opening. Y'all can see this. I don't know if y'all can see it. The glare is terrible. What? That beginning opening, bro, that's a bop. That's a bop of a song. I was listening to it in the gym. That shit made me do that John Cena meme, like, hey. That made me do it when I got done with doing a chest press, and I got down. I'm listening to that song. I'm like, hey, I'll get a little jiggy with it. Yeah. It was such a good song. Maybe I want to listen to it again when I go to the gym. Let's get back to this.
Asimov, are you sure about the coordinates? We're already at the border of Gestalt's safe area.
I've analyzed the second data segment you sent. The closer you get to the abnormal data, the more its fluctuation matches the target. I've traced the data and sent you the coordinates.
Good to know. Okay.
Data read successfully, like I thought.
I also like that the eye is like the bear glove. It's like the bear paw.
Those are the security programs with unknown data. Watch out for them.
Trace simulating attacks. Simulating attacks not too shabby. Now, let me handle the rest.
Hey,
With the coordinates, we can jump to the location of the abnormal data directly. But that's outside Gestalt's safe area. I'm not sure about what lies beyond the abnormal data.
holy
If
shit.
anything happens, Asimov, terminate the immersion program immediately.
All right, here we go.
So, this is where the abnormal data came from? Weird. Asimov, can you observe the data stream of this place from out there?
I can't. The place you're in is beyond the range I can observe. Judging from the location, it might be.
Oh shit. Oh, we completely missed the mark on that one.
A glitch. Found it. Simulating attacks. Is that all you got? Okay.
Get out of
My
here.
turn.
All right, let's check it. Device, originally designed, fighting fire. Human mind beacons, decide the name, hit the inver.
The call cut out. Should we go in and check it out, Commandant?
Yes, let's go check it out.
The unknown security programs. Looks like they're in hibernation. Let's check out the data over there before they wake up.
Minus stitching, how many times I pick ourselves in the needed of metal close, surface bleed. Seems like it's at the end of the design code. Found it. Teddy cracks a string of code that's too complicated to read and finds a loophole in it. There you are.
A virus?
No, doesn't seem like it. More like a glitch from computation. Well, hard to imagine Gasalt would make any blunders like this, though.
All software companies, all software comes with glitches, is what they say.
That might be true, but it's still fishy in how we're spotting this glitch now of all time. First trial complete. Ready to disengage from immersion in 3, 2, 1. When the brief darkness lifts, a piercing light suddenly fills your eye. Commandant, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay.
Lee says no more as he passes you a cup of warm water. Your brain is finally up and ready again after a few minutes later. How's the test data looking? We did observe an enhancement of the Inver device process for the Inver device connection to Croissant. Teddy's frame was able to withstand a higher concentration of the punishing virus than we thought it would when we tested it for tolerance for the first time. Except Teddy's mind fluctuated harder and harder when the punishing virus grew in concentration. We'll only be able to say more when the experiment result is out, though. By the way, we don't know where exactly the glitch is now. Oh, do we know exactly what the glitch is now? Yes, the information was leaked earlier was in that glitch. There's probably more to it than meets the eye. Message is cracked! It's got to do with the Inver device, which means we'll probably come across more data about the Inver device if we get inside the glitch. We can't unlock Assault's computing power, though. Says Asimov with a furrow. It's a paradox. It's a Pandora's box if we don't want to mess with it. But if we don't focus on the glitch instead of unlocking Assault's computing power, and if we keep digging through the glitch when we do another experiment, if we really get our hands on the data, does that mean we'll stand a chance to make the Inver device even better? This possibility is undeniable. It didn't take long for a decision to be made, with the exception of a few scientists from the Science Council. Most congressmen expressed their support for this initiative. Wide pressed as they are, mankind would hold on to any thread of hope in sight.
Yeah. Seems like the younger ones in the military have made significant discovery. Is there some sort of new surprise you've left for me, pal?
I hold my reservations. I am against sending Christina on this risky mission. Norman Minicorp needs a successor to Dominique.
Yes, Christina sounds a beyond question. But how does the successor compare to Dominique's himself? I hesitated for a long time when I made this move, but it seems to have paid off. Christina has indeed exceeded my expectations.
The new hero candidates for Reactor 1 have been fully recruited and are ready to begin at any time.
Yes. So let's proceed with the implementation once it acquires the technology we jointly developed with the military. We can't start getting things rolling now.
What about Leonardo?
Ignored him. We're not stopping at any of his little tricks. Victoria, as a supervisory board, will definitely be on your side.
The elderly figure hidden in the shadows emphasizes the word you.
Go ahead and keep following up. Apply for group support if need be.
At the entrance of the meeting room, the human waiting for feedback responds and quickly leaves.
This battle of heralds, they're surely gonna fall to the last.
Down memory lane, the dazzling lit banquet hall is a blur of glass and laughter as a tall figure in white research coat arrives in a hurry, their silhouettes stretch out indefinitely. We're starting a golden age. In it, we shall reach further and higher. We shall guide humanity into the vast starry sky.
Oh, god damn!
Scientists from several research institutes approach Dominic eagerly, enveloped in an indescribable aura as they engage in lively conversation. Young Charles Norman finally secures a chance to attend his gala. He really wants to strike up a conversation with one of these people. His father told him long ago that their family hopes rested on this, that he had to seize opportunities like this if he wanted to take the company further than just mining enterprises. He wants to step forward but can't help feeling anxious. They're probably going to see him as some greedy businessman trying to sniff out the mola. But here he is, having been chosen. Dominique has chosen him for the most sincere bid and purest minerals he's offered. Dominique has led him, Norman Mining Corp, and all of humanity to scale unprecedented heights.
Honored friend, we'll join hands and bring a brighter future to this world.
He raised his wine glass toward the window and offered a distant toast. All right. I am going to go get some more water really quick, and then we continue on. So, go grab your water, go get some food in your stretch if you need be, and we'll be right back.
All right, we are back.
Ugh. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are. Hope everyone's enjoying the stream so far. Let's see how far we are. We're only 25% done. I thought we'd be farther along. Alright. Well. Man of my word, we still gotta get it done. We're gonna get it done in this stream. I said we get it done, we're gonna get it done. So, alright, let's do it. I just music though. Yeah. Let me pause that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's continue on. Oh, chapter 29. Episode 5, A Singular Choice. After another long journey, the small group of refugees finally reach a place that seems safe. Bright sunlight pierces through the shadowy forest, casting a beautiful yet unrealistic haze over everything. Phew! Let's set up camp here. The first vehicle comes to a halt, the silence of the engine signaling the brief peace that they are about to experience. I wonder if we'll run into more Moray and Gary. Busy setting up the makeshift tents, Ellen feels a bit down. Don't worry. If we don't meet them here at the intersection, there's always the next one. Yep. Encouraged by her perpetually bright smile, the refugees keep moving forward. Lucia, how's everything around us? Safe for now. Whew, that's good. Some of these guys are severely injured and we can't move them any further. They need to rest for a while. The rest of what Liv says blurs into a soft sigh. No one can guarantee that this camp is already sufficiently safe haven. I've adjusted our course. We still have some distance to cover before reaching the clean zone. As long as we can hold out until we get there, we'll be fine. Alright, I'll go check the injured again. Fortunately, they had brought a large amount of supplies earlier, and even though they've lost a small portion during their escape, the rest is enough to sustain the small group until they reach the clean zone. Ah, it's been so long since I basked into the sun like this. Hey, we haven't had time to chat lately. Lucia, does Babylonia get sunshine too? Yes, Babylonia has a weather simulation system to maintain its operation. Who just followed? Who was that? Annabelle. I don't... What are the... I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. These are... I think this is a... I thank you for following. You can join my Discord server. It's on my YouTube link, and it's on there. But I thank you for following. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue on. Here we go. We were doing that part. Here we go. Oh, a simulated system? Sounds like it would feel as nice as the sun on the ground. She stretches out her arms and gives a lazy yawn. Well, for a moment, Lucia almost forgot what the sun in Babylonia felt like. The simulation system serves as the same function as the sun on the ground, but Lucia can't be sure if she's being fair, but the sun in Babylonia doesn't seem as bright and warm as the one on the ground. This gentle light spreads across her synthetic skin, reminding her of the time spent in her little garden at home. It's a pity. I bet Mika misses the sunlight here. Mika? Yeah, she's my best friend, the very best kind. She stretches her arm out so far that they form a circle that can encompass the entire forest. And she... No, she's not dead. Don't make that face. She went to Babylonia, but she's helped a woman with some sort of experiment when she was still around. The woman was a professor from Babylonia and thought Mika had a great potential. She said she could help Mika get a special application done to continue her research in Babylonia. That woman said she could take me along too, except I have to go as a construct. Both Mika and I took the polymer test or whatever. She passed, but I didn't. Aww. Now it makes sense. Mika didn't want to go because she was feeling upset, so I asked her why. Babylonia has got everything she needed her to do research, and I knew that she would always want. That's always what she wanted. Mika and Lucille are so different. Yes, and personality-wise, they are very different. Very different, but you know what they say, opposites attract. Someone has got to always be able to watch over us, and someone has always got to fight for our future. Last reason, because we can still contact each other through the conservation area. There was even this one time when she used a business trip as an excuse to meet me at a nearby conservation area. Wait, you guys are allowed to do that, right? I don't want to get her into any sort of trouble. No, it's okay. Babylonia doesn't stop people from living living there from contacting people living on Earth. Oh, that's Lucia. I mean, no one can truly detach themselves from Earth anyway. That's great! She flashes a big smile. She probably can't bask in the sun like I can, which is a real shame. This forest is really nice, though. We're seeing all this lush wild grass green during the time of this year, which means that there has to be rich water source nearby. Would totally love to stay here for a few more days. We used to stay here for long whenever we can, but she looked back at the people bustling around. After the first vehicle came to a stop, the refugees began to transform the small enclosed plot into a livable space. Simple tents are erected, and the quick-handed refugees are already laughing and chatting as they take their muddy clothes to wash. The wounded settle in, and their souls, soothed by the sunlight, sink into deep sleep. Time seems to have suddenly come to a peaceful halt at this moment. Gotta love moments like this. This is what life should be like. We're going back to Babylonia now? Oh. Wait, what? She recording herself here? Hold on now. The Commandant has been back in Babylonia for some time now. I wonder how things are coming along there. I've been recording tasks like this for a while now, since we haven't been able to maintain daily contact because of poor reception these days. According to the map of my terminal, we should be very close to the edge of the clean zone now. Does bro know he's about to start PGR's greatest arc? I don't know. Ever since I've been streaming, or ever since I've got done with Spiral of Chronos, it's been a blind playthrough for me. So everything up to this point now, I am going in blind. I don't know anything. I don't know any of the bosses. I don't know any of the new characters that we're gonna see. So I'm going in blind, and all I ask is for no spoilers, please. I expect? He expects something. I expect something to do in the Nami, but that's all I really know. Okay, here we go. But he doesn't know exactly. Yeah, like I'm basically anytime that I'm talking and like think of something that's gonna happen, it's just more based on like a theory, and on top of that, I'm like guessing. But other than that, I'm going in blind. Oh, that's amazing. Please keep it at that. Please keep it that way. Hey, I'm gonna make sure I don't get spoiled, all right? I'm gonna make sure I don't get spoiled. Like, I don't know anything happening or anything coming up in these chapters. So I'm very excited to be in this phase of this chapter. I've been streaming PGR for I think 6 months now, and we started in Chrome's chapter. We started all the way in chapter, I think his chapter was 14, so we've come a long way. Since then. So it's crazy to see how much progress we've made in 6 months, and we're finally on the newer chapters. So super surreal moment. But Tim Boy, I hope you're having a good one so far. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be, and hope you're having a good weekend so far. Here we go. I've spotted traces of the red tide about 100 kilometers around us, though. Liv spent a long time calculating the moveset patterns of the red tide, but hasn't found anything so far. The leader of this refugees group told me that a few days ago that they'd like to stay here for a while, if possible. They believe this place is suitable for setting up camp and rest, and it's close to the clean zone, but they want to take some time to recover from the heavy losses they sustained from the escape. I'm not sure how to explain the situation to them. If the Commandant was here, I'm sure there would be a way to fill the refugees in on the situation, though. Oh boy. Given how close the red tide is to where we are, we all have to leave either today or tomorrow and keep moving. Oh boy, damn. As the short video recording ends, Lucia shuts off her terminal. Liz, on the other hand, dashes over this way. Lucia, how's everything looking? We have to get out of here either today or tomorrow. We can't predict how fast the red tide is rising, which is honestly making me worried. Looking at the thriving little camp behind her, Liv remains silent. Living and surviving has become all too common choices. People swept up by the red tide have no right to refuse. They need to make a choice. We've taken in another batch of refugees that made it out of the Western Conservation Area. God damn, we are just going up in the numbers now. Ooh, excuse me. They came with two cobbled together vehicles that barely ran, and we had enough space to carry all the wounded. I suppose that's some good news, isn't it? She forces a smile. Man. Among the refugees, there's an observer who escaped from the conservation area's observation station. He brought along some data and equipment that he claimed were critical findings about the Hedor zone meant for Babylonia. I've checked his ID, and he's indeed a registered observer. Hey, stop fighting already! Oh boy. The commotion of the camp entrance interrupts their conversation. Careful, what's happening? I have to take these tools to documents with me. You know, people have no idea how precious these are. Blah! You know what? Never mind, no point in trying to explain myself when you don't even know and have what it takes to appreciate them. He scrutinizes the angry refugees with an arrogant look. With all your stuff out of the way, we could fit at least 3 or 5 more bags of supplies. Hey, compressed rations, seeds, and even untainted soil would be more valuable than this pile of junk. Here. If we toss out all the trash, we're gonna have much more space. Don't compare the garbage to these. You people know nothing. You realize how valuable this is. Did you just call food garbage? Tar refugee rolls up his sleeves, ready to punch him. Oh boy. Stop fighting, I said. Separating the refugees from the observer without breaking a sweat, Lucia frowns with her arms crossed as she looks at the observer still guarding his research equipment. Didn't you all escape here together? Why are you fighting amongst yourselves? They're ungrateful a bunch. I fixed the vehicle from the observation station and agreed to take them with me, but now they want to dump my equipment and research records. Why would I have bothered fixing this vehicle if it weren't for those research records and equipment? The refugee frowns, still upset by the observer's actions. If you're gonna save people, don't just half-ass it. Have you been eating all the food and seeds? If we got rid of the junk earlier, we'd at least had room for double the food. Food is life. That pile of junk and your precious papers are just burdens during these times like these. The observer says nothing but continues to protect the research equipment and stacks of reports behind him, all the while not moving. Well, what about you guys? What about you? Are you planning to stay and temporarily settle on a camp, or... Lucille? What is it? You ain't gonna like this. At Liv's signals, Lucille pauses the conversation and moves with Liv to the back of a nearby tent. Lucia has found traces of the red tide over 100 kilometers away. How much time do we have left? We have to leave either today or tomorrow. Morale is gonna tank here. Alright. After a brief pause, Lucia smiles again. Well, there's no time to waste. Thank Lucia for me, or else the red tide might eat us all up while we're sleeping. It's great to have you guys here. She gives Lucia a distant thumbs up. Don't worry. I'll get them packed up quickly. We'll aim to set off tonight. Man! It's a shame we need to leave this place so quickly, though. She looks around longingly. This really is a wonderful place to settle. Oh wait, this really is a wonderful place to settle. This field is fertile and vast, and it's surrounded by water sources, making it a great location for setting up new farms. With enough resources and time, they could have turned this into a small settlement. During their stay, the refugees have even started building fences around the camp and transplanting edible wild grass from the surroundings. That is so sad. This was once their chosen new homeland. Upon hearing Lucille's announcement, the refugees fall silent. Yep, this is gonna be a morale killer. Mom, I don't want to leave.
I just planted my own seed. It's just sprouted. I even gave it a name. Didn't you say this would be our home from now on? The child cries, carrying a certain poignant resonance, and the quiet whispers within the camp gradually fade, replaced by heavy silence from the shadows. In a world so tough and tainted by mud and smoke, humanity retreats with no refuge, losing one home after another. What else can be done? Wow, damn. Stop crying. Having picked up a battered pot lid, Lucia stands on the vehicle and bangs it loudly, the clamor of metal instantly dispelling all the gloom in the camp. Do you want to stay here and be devoured by the red tide with this place, or come with me to find a new homeland? The choice is yours. Besides, as long as we're all together, there's always going to be a home no matter where we go. She throws away the lid, causing a loud clang. She stretches her arm out wide, forming a circle that encircles everyone standing around the vehicle. Did we all still remember what the old leader said? Crying and standing still in sorrow does you no good. Ugh! Come on, let's move. This is a good thing. We're ahead of those enemies this time. Yes, if it weren't for Lucia's warning, we might have been caught by the red tide again. At least this time, we're all still together. True. Crowd murmurs softly, anxiously gathering closer in fear. Before they raise more questions and shed more tears, Jerma has left the group. He limps towards his camp. Hurry up and pack your things. I don't want to feed my other leg to the red tide.
True, I don't want those ghostly creatures chasing me again. Spurred by Lucille's word, the refugees turn quietly around to gather their belongings. Even faced with one-way choice, humans still yearn for life. With life comes miracles. Whew! I thought people were gonna go lose it and stage a protest. Jumping off the vehicle, Lucille pats her chest, still feeling a little daunted. I thought you were fearless. Well, no one is truly fearless. Oh, God, what a woman, bro! I was feeling confident because the old leader had my back, and I was feeling confident after that because Mika was there to keep things under control. I don't know what I have done without you, but getting more and more newcomers these days, and not every one of them lends me an ear like you do. I would like to officially have you join the For a Better Tomorrow Sunlight Shines on All Battlefield Trauma Emergency Rescue Team. How does that sound? Thanks, but no thanks. No matter how winding the journey is, they set off again. They are still fearful, still uneasy, but they know now where to go at least. Is this really gonna work? Of course. Look, this little grass I grew is just fine. You just need to transplant it into an empty serum bottle like this. It will definitely continue to grow and keep you going until we make it to the clean zone. Where will you will you be able to shower it with more sunlight and raise it in an even bigger garden? Do you think it'll have those bright red flutes like those stories? Yep, of course. Under the cover of night, the humans leave where they temporarily called their home. On Lucille's vehicle, two small transplanted grasses and serum bottles lean against each other, in the company of the humans as they venture into the darkness. Just came to say hi. Hey, Donsburg. Been a couple of busy weeks. Hope you guys are having fun. Hey, all good. I know I know people be busy with a lot of things coming up right now, so you're all good for sure. Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be, and I hope you're staying safe wherever you are. You're all good, man. Hey, I'm just grateful you're here. You didn't have to be, but you decided to, and I don't take that for granted at all. So, all good, man. Hey, we're having a good stream. This is a lot longer than I thought it would be, just because we're only 25% done. I thought we'd be farther ahead, but we're not. But I'm a man of my word. We're going to get this chapter done today. Victoria, do you remember the story I told you before? I do, Grandpa. Remember what I told you about your life and the toil we put in for you? Now it's your turn to fulfill your duty. Don't forget what I asked you to do. To tell the gods to grant us wealth. Ask the gods to give us what we pray. We gave you food, joy, and health. Now, it is time to repay us, Victoria. How's the research going? The military has made new breakthroughs and is the second phase of experiments. The first batch that heralds has begun their transformations. Ha! What did you got in us, old friend? Like a broken bellows, the old man's chest wheezes out a peal of laughter.
Grandfather, you don't want to overwork your body.
Yeah, that's all right. It is what's celebrating. Let us toast for tomorrow's brilliance. Dominic.
All right, episode 6, the 3 of them. Oh, as soon as I heard this music, I knew we would get some goofy shit. Teddy, did you hack into my terminal and change the alarm settings again? If you mess up the transaction calculations again, I'll hack into your sleeping pod and lock you inside. Or else you're gonna end up smashing your own fingers with a hammer Sunday. As far as these additional frame repairs costs go, I'm not gonna fill out the reimbursement forms for you. Damn! You know what? Forget it. Karenina can't seem to come up with a good comeback. It's time to head over to Gasalt. Asimov and the Graveyard and Covenant are waiting for us. So, chop, chop! Yeah, this music is the cue. Yup. As soon as you hear this music, you know some goofy shit's happening. Teddy says, giving Karenina no time to react. Alright, now we're back to the serious shit. As they step out of the engineering force's main entrance, they run into someone they weren't expected to see. Oh, Christina. It's been a while. What are you doing here? Can't believe you didn't tell me you were gonna upgrade your frame. This suits you so much better. I'm feeling like my little sister's all grown up all of a sudden. Oh, this definitely brings tears to my eyes. There's no Christina here. Come on, we've been through that already. I probably don't seem like the emotional type, but words like those can still hurt sometimes. Well, I'm leaving now if you got nothing else to say. Whoa. Is that all you gotta say to your brother? Wait, have you seen the news these days? Well, granted, you haven't. You've seen all these guys in lab coats, right? Teddy nods at Karenina to go ahead while she slips into a quiet side corridor. We only have a few minutes, so you better get straight to business. Won't do us any good if they see us still in touch. Alright, fine. I was sidelined at the core management meeting. The old man and Victoria teamed up to seize control of Norman Minecorp and Metal Resort. That was fast, ain't it? Well, didn't you see all these coming your way when you inherited that stupid amount of fortune? You made this choice yourself. Wealth and freedom, you've made your choice now. Christina, are you here? Are you there? I'm right here if your eyes aren't just for show. I'm pretty busy actually, so just say whatever you want to say. Come on, I'm here to discuss our little plan with you. Close the door. I've already switched to nearby surveillance. How's Victoria doing? The old man's still claiming she's recovering from illness. I've seen her a few times through surveillance, though. She's kept asking where you were because she's wanted to hang out with you. I tried to get her out. No luck so far, though, since the geezer's men are always around. I get the feeling that they want us to use Victoria for something, but I can't do much about it. Leonardo furrows his brow. Everyone in the Norman Minecorp's upper echelons know no matter whose the next successor is, it won't be Leonardo. People recognize him as an outcast. Charles Norman Minecorp's power hoarder, favors the talented Christina and frail Victoria, who's making a long-term recovery from her illness. So Charles Norman, I'm assuming that's the grandpa's name. He's never trusted you. He's not gonna let Victoria go because she's only leverage he has over us. I can't get Victoria out, but I can still make life a little difficult for the old man. Thanks for the smoke screen, by the way. I've got my hand on some fresh intel. A cascade of transaction records of all sorts and resources and money flows past the screen. Colonel? Are you sure this is right? I don't find this joke funny at all. Are you doubting me? Oh, no, it's just... I really didn't see this coming. The butler might think he's covered his tracks well, but he's gonna need a professional to do the job when it comes to destroying information. Like you. Well, they can't afford me. Having ties with the infamous Colonel Group. That's bold. How do you plan to use this information? Going public with it is pretty risky, and we will most likely want to be able to stay out of this mess. That's your problem, not mine. I just want Victoria out. At least it goes to show that they both care for the family. They both care for one another. And they both all together want to get Victoria out of the grasp of the grandpa.
Don't you want another Norman Mining Corp? Dominique's successor? Leonardo knows Christina hates it when people call her that. Okay, good to know. What good would that do to me, though? Getting out of Norman Mining Corp doesn't mean I'll be able to make it out of Babylonia, right? It's like I'm going from a small cage to a bigger one, says Christina as she quietly types strings of complex codes in her terminal, all the while without stopping. Dominique's successor. Little Dominique. Future Dominique. Oh yeah, Leo and Chris actually have a nice relationship. She despises these names, but has gradually gotten used to living under the rules and titles. I've already been remodeled into a construct, and not too much I can do, even if I make it out of here. Let's get Victoria out first, and then we'll deal with the rest after. Well, you don't know what you're missing out on. The world out there is much more exciting than you can imagine. Christina. Don't worry, we'll get out of this place together. Come on, show me the love and support. Leonardo yanks open the curtains, flooding the room with a blinding light. Don't worry, everything will turn out fine. You'll always leave here and you'll live the life you want. Good to know in this world of PGR. Yes, it's also very nice to see. Very rare in the PGR space of story in the world. So it is cool. Hello, Miss Teddy. Your login credentials have been verified, says Teddy's terminal in a mechanical voice. Sure, Leonardo. Oh. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Sure, Leonardo. Guess it wouldn't hurt to show you some trust, says the pink-haired construct with a rare smile. Guess I wouldn't mind lending him a hand if he ever needs one. Gotta start thinking about what I'm gonna do after getting Victoria out. Well, a terminal repair shop sounds like a good idea. With this transaction, she's gonna be able to break away from the sacred name, or scarred name. With it, the weight that has been imposed on her since birth seems to be slowly crumbling too. She is no longer someone's follower or replacement. From now on, she just has to be herself. Next, she's gonna rendezvous with Leonardo at the location he specified. Despite the old man's far-reaching influence, she's confident that she has what it takes to dig up an even bigger scoop about Norman Mining Corp to get Victoria out of the old man's hands. All she needs is time. Leonardo? The address she was given leads her to an apartment in Babylonia that doesn't exactly bustle with life. In it, however, she doesn't see who she was expecting to see. On the table lies a letter that briefly explains Leonardo's intentions. I've thought about it for a long time, and I've decided to go back home to inherit Norman Mining Corp's assets. Enjoy life, Christina. Well, that's a fucking vague shit. She clenches the letter tightly in her hand. Hey, it's been a while. Is this where you're working now? How's it going, Christina? Enjoying work? There is no Christina here. If your memory still serves you, Mr. Norman, my name is Teddy. Why? Why did you choose to go back to Norman's? She left behind an ample documents that could serve as a bargaining chips. According to the original plan, they should first leave Norman Mining Corp, then try to dig up enough evidence to get Victoria out. Well, guess I did not to inherit that stupid amount of fortune. No, I have a feeling there's more to it than just that. I mean, I was naturally the only one the old man could have passed his wealth to since you were gone, and Victoria had been trying to make a recovery all this time. Victor, hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. I hope you're having a good one so far. You're just in time. We're doing, hope you're doing good. We're on chapter 29 so far. Also popping on the overall sound settings a bit low. I can turn it up if you need me to. Let me look. Ah, you're right. Okay, that should be better.
I forgot that my RCP2 was, which is the actual overall volume of everything, was low. Is that better? Or does it need to be turned up more? Let's try this. A bit more? Okay. Well, here, I'll just turn up the game. Which one actually game volume in here? Oh, including my voice? Okay, hold on then. Turn the game volume back down to where it was. And okay, what about now? Is that better? I don't want the game over thinking my voice. Yep, I noticed a big contrast when switching tabs. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright, well now I've got that back up to where everything needs to be. Let me know if the game volume ends up being too loud, because it's right now how I have it is voice volume's here, and then game volume's like right there, and then the overall mixing of the thing is like almost at the top. So let me know if the game volume ends up being too much. Your voice can go a bit higher. Well, don't forget I'm going to be screaming, so I don't want to blare your guys' ears when that happens if I have it at full blast. But I mean, I can bring it up if you want. Here, I'll do this. We'll do your full volume? What? Damn, my volume really that low? Okay, hold on. Let me add more power to the mic. We'll go maybe 40. Yeah, that'll work. We'll add one more. We're at 36 dp. And then presets are on, events are on. I checked another tab and had to decrease, but on yours I had to increase. That's something I've been trying to fuck with. That's something that I have been really trying to fuck with for a long time. Like, anytime I'm watching other streams, I only need to put my volume up to halfway. I have noticed that with my streams, you either have to put them, you have to put that volume almost all the way to the top, or not. Because if you put it in the medium, in like a little bit, it's gonna like, it ends up being more quieter than what other streams that I've seen, and I don't know why. But I think I got everything that I want. I think this is fine. This might be where let me know if I need to increase it more or not. I can. My mic output is now at 36 dp, including with the phantom power, and then including with the voice, adding more voice into that. So, okay, it's better now though. Okay. All right, as long as I'm not having to force you guys to put max volume on the fucking phone or anything like that, okay, it's good to know. It's good to check when others are here to see if it's only me. Oh yeah, 100%. I agree. Yeah, let me, like, everyone here, let me know if the volume's good, or if everything's good, and let me know if I need to adjust so far. Just to make sure your setup is good to go. Oh yeah, 100%. I thank you. I thank you so much for that, Danny. Makes me really know, like, okay, I gotta put more adjustments in and settings in to make sure that I'm ready to go and that everything else is good to go. So, again, I thank you for that. I thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, shall we continue on? Here we go. Leonardo burst out laughing. So, Daddy, you haven't answered my question. Are you enjoying work? Well, let's just say I'm surviving. I mean, I don't enjoy what I do as much as you do what you do, and that's for sure. That's good. Yes, that's good. Squinting at Leonardo, Teddy says no more. I see you're as sharp as ever, Teddy. You either go with wealth or freedom, so there really is no issue with the way you're putting the situation. I've chosen a mire. I know what I'm not getting clean. I'm not getting clean. Out clean, but they're going to send down heralds again, but I guess this is no news to you. Leaning against the wall, Teddy gives him a mocking glance. Why else would I be here wasting time with you? You can't even handle Victoria. What a loser. Always well informed. That's my sister. Feeling a couple of coughs, Leonardo shakes his head and sighs. Victoria is now the supervisory board, aggressively pushing forward Project Hero and as one of the heirs of Norman. Thanks to the old man on Dominic's legacy, he has gained strong support from the board. You know, those board members are almost fanatically believing in Dominique. Lets out a slightly sarcastic laugh. I don't know what the old man has been telling Victoria while I've been busy scheming for power. No one knows what he is thinking. Thanks for the update. I'll help you. Not just to stop that stinky project, but to also save Victoria. Teddy has broken free from the Norman family's predicament, but Victoria is still there, let alone many heralds who might be sent underground. Never forget the value of life. No one should be left behind. Let's temporarily cooperate and exchange some information. I don't want to work with a clueless fool. Teddy casts a glance at the surrounding surveillance and quickly operates her terminal to cover several data points. Alright, spill the beans. What do you have on your end? I've got some original documents signed off by the Norman Mining Corp, as well as a few intercepted emails between senior members. Don't ask how I got them. What do you have to offer me? You really trust your brother that much? I'm so touched. I'm leaving. Hey, wait. Don't play this trick again. Victoria is really wary of me, so I've only got surface level stuff here. But I do have some confirmed intel. The old man is obsessed with Dominique's legacy because heralds in the past once brought back some information. Okay. After several days of intense work through nights, most researchers have fallen asleep on the spot, still in their clothes. Nikolai suddenly stands behind Asimov in the corner of the room. After a simple greeting, Nikolai looks at the monitor in front of Asimov. The screen is full of red spots. Teddy really reminds me of my sis. Me and my brother, we do not argue. We don't fight at all. You would think since we're brothers we'd fight. We do not. We absolutely don't. Me and my sister on the other hand, we do. Me and my little sister go at it all the time. And it's anytime someone does something, we're always like, Mom, he's doing something, or Mom, she's doing something. It's like it's funny, and it's funny, and it's brother and sister type beat. Ryushi! Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. I hope you're having a good one so far. How are you? You're just in time. We've just been crazy on the story so far. We're on chapter 29. We're making some good headway. Yep, like that. Yep. Hey, that's just how it goes. Here we go. After a simple greeting, Nikolai looks at the monitor in front of Asimov. The screen is full of red spots. We already read that part. Are the analysis results out yet? Yes, they are. He taps on the terminal. All the red tides, regardless of their sizes, have converged in the same direction. The measurement data uploaded on each evacuated conservation areas and the sample test result brought back by the grave room counted on all points to one possible collision.
The convergence point, which is also the creator of the Heterozone Tide riot, is likely the first city where zero-point energy appeared.
The very first zero-point reactor. It was a symbol of the civilization pinnacle, and also the beginning of its downfall.
Is the data accurate? 87.67%. There might be a minor discrepancies, but the actual location won't deviate too much.
You like Teddy, right? I like Teddy. She's like a troll. All right, she's like a troll. How are you, chap? Hope it's going good. Hey, we're doing good. It's a very, very good day so far. My weekend's just kicking off. Friday I was on Left 4 Dead 2 with my brother and friend, and then we played Peak first, and then we played Left 4 Dead 2. And we were up till like 1 o'clock in the morning, just enjoying the game. So we're doing it right now. We still gotta beat the. We beat the game before because we all played it when it first came out. But we are now playing. We're redoing the circus one where you have to go to set up the stage and lit up the fireworks to set up the helicopters, and that thing is a bitch to do. Here we go. Send nearby squads to investigate immediately. Tell them to bring back as many samples and data as possible while ensuring their own safety.
No one has ever stepped near that city since Dominique and his team sealed the zero-point reactor. As the first victim of the punishing virus outbreak, the city is surrounded by high concentrations of punishing virus, making it difficult for ordinary people to approach. It's too dangerous. Asimov looks at Nikolai disapprovingly.
I'd love to use the Omega weapons to clear Reactor 1 directly if possible. However, the Pioneer team led by Dominique to shut down Zero-Point Reactor is still listed as missing.
What?
According to the records of the Anti-Punishing Virus Command Center at the time, many Science Council members led by Chief Dominique all joined the team to shut down Reactor 1. Under Dominique's instructions, the military personnel, Norman Mining Corp technicians, and constructs who were sent to assist were all arranged to stay out of the outskirts of the city.
30 minutes ago, 45 monitoring systems stations set up by the Army simultaneously detected a surge in the punishing virus concentration in the area. Within 300 milliseconds, it rose to 20,000 times the original level where we lost contact with Dominique and his team. In the following 30 minutes, there was no further increase in the punishing virus concentration and is now spreading across to our different diffusion model. Since the outbreak, none of the monitoring system stations have captured any internal energy reactions. The General Staff ruled out all other possibilities, so we can infer that the Reactor 1 has been shut down.
Fuck! My fault, I was texting my mom. Since we can't accurately confirm the status of the Pioneer team shutting down Reactor 1, they are still listed as missing. There are too many uncertainties. We're concerned that using the Omega weapons or the Lognese arsenal recklessly might lead to unexpected incidents.
Nikolai's terminal chimes before finishing his words, as he quickly scans the message and gives Asimov a weird nod, then leaves the Science Council hall.
Still thinking about Dominique.
Yeah. I have browsed through the records of the Anti-Punishing Virus Command Center. No human could possibly survive a concentration of the punishing virus. Then, how did Dominique manage to shut down Reactor 1?
Did you really think that one Dominique could achieve all of this on his own?
More than one Dominique? What kind of world did Dominique actually see?
Carrying those secrets, Dominique is hidden deep in the city, shrouded by a high concentration of the punishing virus.
Asimov shakes his head and opens another interference on his terminal. Teddy and I have unlocked the second layer of the storage card that you brought and found some codes.
Codes?
It seems like it contains some information. The encryption method feels quite familiar. Do you remember the heterometer shard from Bianca's Phantom Tracer?
Yeah, of course. The gift of the future.
Correct.
So that gift could also be something that Nami has sent back.
I can't give a definite answer, but there's certainly a possibility. But if it's the Nami, there might be some new angles we can work on. Asimov leaves the hall in a hurry as if he thought of something. Oh yeah, Project Herald. Hey, Poppin' P. You're 1 minute and 21 seconds late. How should I punish you?
I'm sorry, I was caught up by some other work.
Excuse. Anyway, get me a cherry-flavored electrolyte drink once you're done, and I'll forgive you.
Fine, you got a deal.
She picks up the murky black liquid beside her and takes another sip.
What is that? Is there a black variant of the cherry-flavored electrolyte drink?
You really should visit the Star of Life for a brain check. In what universe would a cherry-flavored electrolyte drink be this color? It's just some kind of yucky but energy-boosting flavor. Why waste time drinking that awful stuff when you could just hop into a sleeping pod and get a couple of hours of real rest? Is your mind really stable enough to dive into Gasol again? Seriously, I can handle this experiment on my own. You all are just gonna get in the way. Any idea who said that? Fuck! See, I can't even remember your heroic moment. Still worried about the stability of my mind. Just take care. Still mumbling, Karenina walks over to Mika with a frown. Final simulation test starting in 3, 2, 1. The low hum of machines echo in the room, but other researchers in the testing ground do not seem disturbed at all. In small groups, they are either excitedly discussing something through their terminals or gazing at the data reports in front of a massive machine of the unknown functions. You don't often see so many researchers gathering outside of the annual conference, do you? Science Council, Engineering Force, Cosmos Technician Union, and researchers from the Norman Mining Corp.
Indeed.
After returning to Babylonia, aside from handling essential tasks, you and Lee have spent almost all the time here. Even though most of the researchers are humans, they still have been working relentlessly through the night, calculating every possible outcome. We have already ruled out 1,324 proposals during this time. Reading is peak. It is peak. I will say though, it is a little mundane, but that's what makes this journey all the more better, because this is just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. This is only the beginning. Alright, here we go. At the same time, 543 proposals have been refined. One proposal feasibly exceeds 50%, and the team is immediately assembled to test it, just like us. Not far away, Karenina and Mika are in the heated argument, but soon become silent again after Asimov calmly reprimands both of them. Still, some instance that we should continue searching for Dominique's legacy, despite the documents are probably already consumed by the corrupted and hetero creatures on the surface. Is that really necessary? Teddy casts a glance at the researchers wearing white coats with Norman Mining Corp symbol as she takes another sip of the oddly colored liquid. Why do people always pin their hopes on a dream of the past, choosing to believe in the legend or history rather than moving forward?
I don't quite understand either. Well, hold on. Maybe they just need something to hold on to, but I don't quite understand either.
I once tried to persuade myself that perhaps all they needed was something to cling on to, but I hope that requires sacrificing lives? I'd rather it never existed.
What do you mean?
You don't keep up with the news, do you? Haven't you heard about the Project Herald that Norman Mining Corp launched to find Dominique's legacy?
No. Never heard of it.
What? Really? Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you. I am a caveman when it comes to not keeping up with the news.
True story. Teddy looks at you with suspicion. Basically, Norman Mining Corp started Project Herald during the early post-pandemic age. Rather than a project, it was more like a massive execution ground. Oh, wow. True story here too. Hey, I'm off all social media. I don't really keep up with any news of that sort. The only time I know anything about the news is whenever I'm at my grandparents, because they keep up with the news 24/7. But that's just them. They're one old, so they like to keep up with stuff. That's the only time
And the only time that we actually listen to it is when we're eating dinner. That's the only time I'm like when I'm at my grandparents is when I'm looking at the news, because that's what they put on when we're eating dinner. An old bear head hangs above the nostalgic fireplace. Charles Norman sits in the head of the seat, shrouded in shadow.
And what's the latest news?
The space station has been completely overrun. The exact casualty figures are unknown, but it's deemed irrecoverable. There should be no need to stockpile more repair parts. The entire Starship fleet is destroyed, and the remaining sections of the spaceports are docked with Eden 2 class colony ship. Under some of our technicians have started to focus on repairing the colony ship. Tyler remains silent, only tapping his finger on the armrest of the sofa, making dull, thudding sounds. The aerospace fighters are nearly all lost. The Army might order another batch of raw materials. The Gestalt core has been successfully removed and is currently being transported to the designated location. The pace of the thudding sound gets increasingly faster with the shadows. Last but not least, he cautiously swallows. Dominic took a team with them and headed to Reactor 1 to shut down. We have lost contact with them.
What?
The sound of glass shattering echoes simultaneously with Charles' voice.
Find them! Now! What do you want me doing? Useless fools! That's just the point of the good operation!
Under Dominic's instruction, reinforcements from the army and us were arranged to stay on the outskirts of the city about 300 kilometers away from Reactor 1, yet none of them survived. According to the last report of our monitoring station in the nearby city, shortly after they entered, the Punitin virus concentration in that area spiked to unmeasurable levels. Preliminary analysis by the researchers suggests that no one could survive in such high concentrations of the Punitin virus.
Have they been confirmed dead?
Not yet, because they didn't manage to shut down the Reactor 1. Due to the high punishing virus concentration, we've completely lost contact with the area around the Reactor 1, if I may suggest.
Find them.
But
go and find them. If humans can't enter the protective suits, then we find mercenaries from within the crew operation and modify them in a construct to search. If they manage to shut down the reactor, then Dominic must still be alive.
The cost of that would be too high, sir.
Cost? Good thought. The leader will point to the reactor, and the construction of Eden 2 has single-handedly propelled humanity into the golden age, reaching for the stars. Did you understand what that means? That is an entire golden age. We can control close to 70% of the world's mining and the energy industries. We built monumental projects like Assault. We even contributed to the industrial migration. All of these honors, every single one of them, were brought to us by Dominique. Now, because of this dumb punishing virus, all the 0.3 have fallen and focusing on the retreat to the operations. Then we got stuck in this bloody place. Let them like this, who cares about the cost?
I don't doubt your decision, but can Dominic really save us from all of this?
You don't understand what he means to us. 0 energy in the device. Only the man with such a brilliant idea can restore everything to its original state. I've seen the brilliance and the wisdom of the Golden Age. Just thinking of the arrival of darkness makes me sick.
These guys are just worshipping Dominic. Like, he's just some, like, holy god. It's like, bruh. Should I skip story? I am at 60% of chapter 10. I'm scoring of words right now. Ultimately, it's up to you. I know you can just watch a YouTube video on the PGR stories, or you can go to the actual website, which is PGR Stories Summary, and look it up there. I mean, it's up to you, really. Yes, Dominic is like a god to these guys. He really is. It's like, damn. Hold on. Okay. I'm not sure. I enjoyed the story. I would never skip, but it's up to you. Yeah, I was gonna say it's up to you. It's up to you if you want to skip it or not. Because I mean, but if you're not
enjoying the story, then I would skip it. But if you are enjoying the story, then I mean, give it a shot. See how you like with reading, and if anything, it ends up not being your thing, just skip it. I like how it all ties together from beginning to the end. Oh, okay. You're talking about future stuff. Okay. I understand, so let me get my entrance right away. Remember, at any cost. Then have or share the family's glory. It's time that they contribute to it. The lifeless, gem-like eyes of the bear head reflect the faint flicker of the burning flames in the fireplace. Norman Mighty Corp deployed a large number of pioneers teams who were referred to as heralds in the city where Reactor 1 is located. Some did manage to transmit back some lost data and information, but without exception, none of them made it back. My father was among them.
Your father?
Yeah. Laughable, isn't it? He sacrificed his only child for Dominique. Even though I've read about the splendor of the Golden Age, he often spoke of, and I still can't understand why, and what my grandfather was thinking when he made that decision. Project Herald, such a fancy name. Sounds brilliant and glorious, but is it really so? All they do is blindly chase past glories, dream of unattainable ideas, and pursue a dream that might never come true. What do these things have to do with the name Herald, anyway? To me, they're more like a group of beggars. Instead of finding ways to work hard, they dig up the graves of dead and wealthy people, pleading for their last protection and mercy.
Indeed.
Even if that wealth could still save everyone, do we really want to sit in this space prison waiting for the so-called heralds to bring them back to the hero's brilliance? Even Dominique will be able to save humanity if all we do is sit here and wail. She lowers her eyes and lets out a slight sigh. Test complete. The location of the breach has been confirmed. Hey, Teddy, are you sure you don't need a break? No, we are tight on time. Every piece of data left by the Enver device experiments can help us test a possibility. The sooner we figure out what the breach is, the sooner we can rest easy. It's a win-win. Teddy raises her hand and gulps down all the black liquid in the cup, furrowing her brows before looking at you. I assume everything's smooth on your end too, Pop and P?
Yep.
Alright then. We'll take it from here. Hell yeah. Let's fucking do it. Oh, god damn. I think the sleep is finally catching up. The lack of sleep is catching up to me. Whew. Alright.
Jump success. How is it looking there?
We have an upside-down city that looks like the Golden Age cities in the database.
Can't even look at it.
You're outside Gestalt's safe area. Be careful.
Can you track the coordinates of the abnormal data again?
I'm analyzing it. It's gonna take some time to pinpoint it. You can try moving forward in the meantime. The data should be located deeper inside.
Oh. Okay.
Are you serious? Does deeper inside really count as a direction?
No, not really, but better than staying here.
What's this? Is this the internal security program of this space? No, wait. That's not right. Could this framework be the data for environmental building? If we can attack the data with codes...
Is the volume too loud? Is the game volume good? With her talking and everything?
The environmental data of this space is starting to rebuild, just as I expected. Another data cluster. It looks a bit different this time. Why the coincidence? If we link them together like this...
Damn!
programs I've never seen before.
Oh my, okay, here we go.
Defensive data stream. Watch out.
Oh, these are new. I have never seen these people.
Actual hit. Hook. Simulated found the bug. Trace erased. Actual hit. Sync counter shabby. Now, let me handle
get out
the
of here.
rest. Trace erased. Simulating attacks. Accurate hit. There's a glitch. Found the bug. Simulate, is that all you got? Okay, my turn.
Okay. Oh, you're not dead.
Simulating attacks. Not too shabby. Now, let
What?
me handle the
That's what I
rest.
told you. Oh, fuck.
It's finally gone.
Slight mind fluctuation detected. Should I terminate the immersion program now?
No, no,
No
no.
biggie. That won't be necessary.
I've got the coordinates of the abnormal data. It's a bit away from where you are. Move carefully.
118.
Copy.
Jesus. Alright, let's roll.
This is what you meant by a bit away?
Ooh, picture? Oh, I fucked up. Do it again! Do it again! Do it again! Oh, that'll work. She gets angry if you fuck up. Oh, that's good to know.
Do you seriously want a technician to take a route like this?
But she'll do a smiley face if it's a good pose. Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. I gotta time this right then. Hey! That's fucking funny. Oh, damn, we got more of them.
There's a glitch. Found the bug.
Oh, fuck. Alright, I don't know.
Found the bug. Found the bug. Hook. Simulating attacks. Accurate hit. Found the bug. Is that all you got? Okay, my turn.
We need to go this way. Whee! Oh, fuck! I timed it wrong. Oops. Oh, well. Let's go up here. Nice. And then go this way. Oh, what is over here? Ah, god damn it!
Simulating found the bug. Hook.
There we go.
Simulating attacks. Found the bug. Is that all you got? Okay, my turn.
Go this way. Whee! You are sleepy today? I am. I'm not gonna lie. I am running on a very little sleep. I'm running on like. What time did I go to bed? I think I went to bed by like 2. Or 2 or 3. So I'm running on very little sleep right
Did
now.
I trigger the defense system?
How the fuck did we do that? But okay, now I don't want to give you all a shit reading either, so I low-key might end it after this, just because I don't want to like. I don't want to waste your all time by giving by butchering the words all the time like that. I want to give you guys a good quality stream, and I don't think I'm doing that now. So I want to be able to. I want to be at my full and best whenever I'm streaming. I don't want to give you guys like a half-ass stream like that. So I low-key might end it here just so I can get some sleep. And that way.
Trace erased. Simulating attacks.
Get out of here! Ah!
Trace simulating attacks. Found the bug. Is that all you got? Okay, my turn.
Okay. How the fuck do I get down there? Oh, wait. Whee! Okay. Oh, now we get music. Who are you? What the? Is this a pseudo boss?
Annoying. I'm just a technician.
I'm just a technician. Ooh.
Trace erased.
Okay. Gonna have to really watch behind me. Okay, there they are.
Hook. Trace erased. Found the bug. Is that all you got? Okay, my turn.
Get out of here.
Not too shabby. Now,
Why am I doing it again?
handle the rest.
That'll work.
What is it? That program was a hassle. We're about to reach the coordinates you sent.
Oh, I can walk.
Copy that. Signal me immediately after you obtain the abnormal data around the coordinates. I'll start terminating the immersion program.
All right. Oh, that's it? Okay, cool. Science Council Testing Ground. The vast testing ground lies silent. Only the hum of the machinery can be heard. Everyone is eagerly waiting for the report that is about to be deciphered. It's a schematic of an invert device.
Just as I thought! It's the invert device!
He is nearly shouting out. This part. It is the unfinished concept of modifying the invert device. She quickly skims through the encrypted data uploaded to the terminal. A more powerful processor. Yes, this concept aligns with our current experiment. Look at this. While others are still celebrating the discovery, Mika and Asimov have already begun discussing the next phase of the experiment. I like that Mika and Asimov are like, hey, we don't got time to be celebrating. We gotta be moving on to the next thing. But for some reason, this discovery feels too coincidental. Hey, are you still not back to normal? I hope that this space doesn't have any extra harmful effects on the human brain.
Don't worry, I've already recovered. I just feel like this whole thing is too much of a coincidence.
Whether it is the information that shouldn't exist sent by the assault, or the data on the invert device modifications found in the breach. All of them are arriving continuously like dishes in a grave feast from a mysterious menu according to someone's plan. Could it be Gasalt, or someone else guiding all of this? You turn around to look at the Gasalt. It is emanating a faint blue light, silent as ever. Are you suggesting that someone is orchestrating the leak of this information? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. She ponders for a moment. Well, it's not impossible. It would be too difficult to achieve this through external connection. For this to happen, at the very least, they would need to disable the computing power restraint and bypass Asimov's surveillance. Unless
the information was sent from within Gasalt.
Dominique? It's not impossible. But is Dominique really the only one inside Gasalt? Huashu, the Emperor, Gasalt, Dominique. Gasalt has existed since the Golden Age. It preserves almost all human knowledge and civilizations. No one knows for sure what might be behind the computing power restraint. Wait. The terminal has blinked twice, showing a special message notification. The Norman family has begun pushing forward a new round of Project Herald. Oh boy. Lounging lazily in the armchair, Leonardo looks at the visibly displeased Teddy on the other side of the screen. So, all you can do is notify me 5 minutes in advance that this batch of heralds is about to land? Is this what you mentioned the day about continuing to dig in the Norman Mining Corp's classified information? Is this the plan you assured me so confidently? He knows that his sister is already fuming on the other end without having to look at her. Come on, Victoria's been keeping a tight lid on the information. She even dismissed my security guards. Now I only have a few undercover informants to rely on. Oh, please, but showing no sign of remorse. Even if I tell you 3 days earlier, what can you possibly do about it? Do you think Assault keeps track of all Babylonia search history? Yes, I would believe so. It is the biggest and strongest AI that they have built. I would think they did, or they have. How do you know I don't have a way? Like hacking into Norman Mining Corp's database to alter their announcements, or simply taking over the shuttle system? It's pointless. Don't tell me you really think that's enough to stop them. She has hung up. I may have missed your part of your growth, but given your current status, there's nothing more you can do. Facing the terminal's black screen, he slumps onto the chair, somewhat exhausted. Just leave it to me. I won't let your hands get dirty. Yup. Hey. Children should trust their elders. It is my failure as an adult that you have to face such a dark and terrifying world so early. I can respect. I knew he's trying to protect her, or the family at least, no matter how fucked up it may be. He is trying to protect them. Okay, chat, I am not gonna lie. I'm not sure if you can tell just from my reading and from my gameplay. I am slurring very badly, and I've noticed that. So I don't want to give y'all a half performance of me slurring my fucking words. I'm already doing it right now, and not making this stream enjoyable. All that stuff. So I think I'm gonna end it here. I think I'm gonna get some sleep, get some rest at least. And try to, get my mind back again. But because I'm gonna get some sleep, and then I've got to work on content. Like I said, it's gonna be a long weekend for me, content-wise, but it's gonna be worth it, longevity-wise. But I know I can't. If I don't have a good enough sleep, then I need to be. Then I'm not gonna be able to perform at my best. I'm not gonna be able to write content at my best, do content at my best. And y'all seeing it now. Y'all seeing like the fruits of that by me staying up late and not getting any really decent sleep. So I'm gonna end it here. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to give you guys a bad stream and y'all not getting a good experience just by slurring my words like that a lot. Leonardo, the deadbeat brother that cares. Yeah. Yep. Pretty much. Like I said, I would like to keep going, but I also don't want to give you guys a really shit performance of my reading. I want to give you guys. This is something that's non-negotiable for me. Is that I want to give you guys good quality content. I want to give you guys a good stream that makes everyone feel anything. And I don't want to disappoint, but I also know that I want to make sure that I'm up to full power when I do stream. So that way, when a reaction comes or like something unexpected happens, it's not me fucking yawning and I'm like, woo! No, it's like I want to be really good when it's good. So that's something that I want to take. That's something that's, like I said, it's a non-negotiable for me, and I know that right now I'm not there, and I want to be able to be there when I'm good. So, Dectors, all love. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all putting up for my butchering words while I was reading, and I just thank you all for being here. I know, like I said, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen. I'm gonna have these days where I'm pooped and I'm slumped, but I also have to be able to recognize, like, hey, we have to rest here we have to take a rest, and then come back next time stronger than ever, better than ever, and ready than ever. So, and that's something that I'm doing. So, Just have some rest. That is. I'm not gonna lie. That is something that is something for me to try to that I'm working on. I'm very. I'm like my grandpa. My grandpa is he has to constantly move, constantly keep doing stuff, constantly keep walking and moving and all that. He doesn't know when to rest. So I get that from my grandpa. I get that from my mom as well. And I it's a good thing, but it's a double-edged sword. It's a good thing, but it's a bad thing because you can sometimes you end up not knowing like, oh fuck, we're overworked, or oh fuck, I'm lacking in performance here. So, and that's something that I'm trying to like navigate right now. I was like, okay, we're doing a little too much here. We're stepping overboard yet. We're not at this point yet. We need to take a rest and reflect and like, okay, now we can do it. Remember to take care of yourself. I thank you all so much for understanding. I really do. And like I said, I'm very stubborn with myself on this, and this is something that I need to fix and work on. Like, you know, I'm not perfect. I'm not, and nobody's perfect, and this is something that I have to try to deal with. So, anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, let's see how far do we make. If we made it past, we're 41%. So that's not bad at all. That's really not bad at all. So, anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much. Again, thank you for understanding. Thank you for supporting me on everything that this is becoming. So, Tuesday, we should get pretty close to finishing it. I don't know if we're going to finish it entirely, but we'll get close. So, anyhow, anywho, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you all so much for supporting the dream and following this dream. So, 6 a.m., ladies and gentlemen, Tuesday morning, we will be continuing chapter 29, Source Beacon. Until then, you all stay safe, have a good weekend, have fun, and I'll see you all around. Peace!